Nothing can stop me. No. 'Cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell you goodnight, 'cause I'll find no better one, yeah. Susceptible now, before the moment flies, before it flies. So tell you goodnight, 'cause I'll find no better one. Susceptible now, before the moment flies, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It is. Okay, let me straighten that back up. Guess I didn't tighten that up enough. Let's get this right. All right. Bam. And we. Okay, there we go. This is a new one. This is struggle streaming on a whole nother level. Okay. We good? All right, that's a whole new struggle streaming. All right. Oh, it's about to slide again. Let me put another intro on. Get this in order. I hope that's back. This is going to be one of those days, I can tell. This is going to be one of those. Okay, we leaving it alone. Shout out to you guys being here this morning. It's your boy Andre Love Crossing Borders this afternoon right now. I'm glad that you guys are here. I know, right? Shout out to you being here. I'm glad that my man Black Empowerment is in the building. Appreciate you guys. I hope you guys are having a great day so far, other than the camera kind of like sliding. I still think it needs to be adjusted, and this is gonna drive me crazy for the rest of the morning, but it's okay. It's okay. Oh, that's gonna drive me crazy, I can tell. Yeah. I know when I can straighten it up. All right, shout out to you guys being here in the building. Let's get some music going. I know that won't interrupt us. Get some music going. Let me scroll down and get this started for us. Shout out to you guys being here. Andre on the struggle stream this afternoon. Already, there we go. But let's bring the beat in. All right, now that's good afternoon, good morning. Get yourself ready for a brand new day music. Glad that you guys are here.
It feels so lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful, give yourselves a round of applause.
Give yourselves a round of applause.
And while you're in the clapping mood, I'd like to give a big round of applause to my band, Sexual Chocolate.
Yes, sir.
Sexual Chocolate.
Yes, sir.
They play so fine, don't you agree?
Don't you agree that you guys are here? Like my man David Dice is in the building. Shout out to you. We got 36 in the building. This is going to be a great topic. I mean, a really great topic. We got a great one. Will Colombians protest on behalf of the passport bros? We're going to talk about that today. There was a suggestion made on Austin Holloman's show, and yeah. Shout out to my man Regal Software in the building. Shout out to you being here first. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. My man Lil Tommy, he says, Dre, you're about to start a new movement that we all, both foreigners and Colombians, need to talk about. This stream going to be on local and international news. DC Born Rob going to have his work cut out. Oh, man. We're going to talk about if this is going to happen. Yeah. We got an American talking to a Colombiana about this particular topic. Shout out to my man Kenny Peoples in the building. He said, I'm up for this one. My man Philip, he's in the building as well. Salute to you, kind sir. Also, it's going to be a great day. Oh, yeah. He's my man, once again, Black Empowerment 101. 001. Shout out to you. Wakanda King for life, forever. I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. He said, let's get it. Yes, sir. We got my man Will Page representing, as well as Chalupa in the building. Yes, sir. Mr. Don is in the building. Don the DJ, or the Don DJ, or JP, my bad. And he says, good Saturday to you, Andre and Andrea, and to all in the chat. Chat Lives Matters. Yes, sir. I should have made that shirt. Chat Lives Matters. Hey, you guys doing good. I started off with the struggle stream. I started off this morning like, wait a minute. The camera fell forward. Now I don't have it the way that I really want it. But I'm going to get it right. Shout out to you guys being here. Hope we're looking good on the camera. We're looking good. We're looking good. I see that. No freezing. Shout out to my man Chase in the building. He said, wake up in Cali. Woke up in Cali, Colombia. Shout out to you, brother, for being here. Yes, sir. I'm glad that you're having a great time thus far in Colombia. Shout out to my man Corey. Hey, Chase, if you're not doing anything later on this evening, let me know. Shoot me an email, because a few of us are going to be hanging out. So let me know. If you're on the south side of the city, you're in trouble. I'm not driving over there. If you're in the north side, like Granada, La Flor, Chippy Choppy area, I got your back. We're going to go be hanging out tonight. So if you're not doing anything, but shoot me an email, aspence2000. Let me put the banner up, actually. Let me put the banner up. Shoot me an email. Anybody that's in town in Cali this weekend, tonight, let me know. We're going to go hanging out this evening with a few of the brothers. So, yeah. definitely just shoot me an email, and then we'll exchange numbers after that. Now, if you on some Pookie and Ray Ray, or if you just a dude that you out here, and you already got plans, I got you. Shout out to you guys. All right, let's get back to these shout outs from Ohio. Shout out to the Ohio players in the building. We got 47 people in the building. Click that like button. I like you. Make sure you like us too, because we already know
Oprah coming next. Once I establish this as a place of truth.
And then we got
we
got Mara in the building. Shout out to you. Good evening to you, kind sir, where you are in the Netherlands. Good evening to you. And then we got our first super chat coming in from my man, them Canadian boys at it again.
I told this guy where I was from. He said, "Oh, Canada."
The Black Nubian in the building representing. Shout out to you, brother, for being here. Appreciate you. All right. Those who want to support the channel, the Patreon, as well as the link for the Passport Bro app is at the top of the chat. You guys can just click that link and we can get started with that. But we're about to get started. We got 51 people in the building. We're about to get started with this video. This was an interview. Let me turn this music down and actually switch it over. This was an interview with our friend Austin Holloman. And, if you haven't been following Austin in his travels on YouTube, you need to subscribe to his channel. And Austin was doing an interview with Paola in Medellin. And a brother that used to live in Medellin for a few years called in yesterday. This all was yesterday. Called in yesterday. And I'm going to let him and Paola speak so you guys can hear what went on and what the brother actually requested that Colombians do because there's so many Americans that are getting drugged. And Paola was like, I don't know what to do. What should we do? And you're going to hear what this brother actually had to say. And then we're going to go into details about that. Shout out to you guys that are watching from Facebook in the comment sections. I'm going to read your comments as well. Also, those of you who are watching from our other channel, Travel Unraveled, shout out to you guys being here as well. But let's get ready to get started with this video. Shout out again to my man Black Nubian in the building, showing love for the gang. Yes, sir. Make sure you guys click that like button on your way in. Also, my man, shout out to TJ and my man Beach Bum. Yes, sir. Yeah, them Ohio players are everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. They're everywhere. Yes, sir. All right, let me get ready to pull this video up. I'm going to turn this music down just a little bit. Turn that music down because we want to hear what these individuals have to say. We'll put me down in the corner, actually. Put me down here. And there we go.
For Paula, and just for some context, I've lived in Medellin for the last 7, almost 8 years. I speak Spanish pretty fluently. I've been to 9 different cities throughout Colombia. And I always hear a lot of heat or attention given by Colombians about all the bad things that foreigners are doing with, coming into Colombia, coming into Medellin. And it really gets me upset when foreigners are constantly getting drugged and killed and robbed and all this other stuff. And there's no action. There's no sympathy for all the people that are dying. And I'm just wondering what your thoughts are on that, as well as your, I guess, behind the scenes insight amongst what other Colombians say about those problems that are continuously going on, specifically in Medellin, more so than any other city.
It is a complicated situation. It is sad, honestly. There is a problem right there. That is a lot of people are not reporting it. I personally have clients that haven't, so it's difficult maybe in that side to take action. From the local perspective, it's like it's sad. I'm not saying it's no, but some people are like, okay, but it happened maybe because they were looking for prostitutes and stuff like that. They justify the end because of what may cause it, right?
We're gonna pause right there when it comes to Paola's statement. We're gonna go into further details. One of the things that Paola just mentioned, she said, guys come off the plane, they're looking to have fun with the pay for play ladies. Nothing wrong with that. But then when it goes left, or when things don't look as nice as they should look in regards to the situation, now they want to sit back and be mad at the country of Colombia. They want to justify their disappointment or their anger with the country because the decision that we made. One of the things that we're going to have to come to a conclusion with, and a lot of guys have been coming at Paola lately for no reason. She's just relaying what Colombians are saying when we get ready to get back on the plane. I'll say this again. Paola is one of the few people that are of Colombian descent, like Andrea, that's really coming on camera and letting you guys know this is what Colombians are saying about y'all behind y'all back. But when Paola speaks, y'all think that she's saying it. She said, no, that ain't my opinion. I don't have a horse in this race. She said, I'm telling you what Colombians are saying, whether y'all like it or not. And one of the things that Colombians are saying is like, you ready? All right. Cologne of the day, first of all, is Spice Bomb Infrared. This is a really good cologne. Really, really good cologne. Spice Bomb Infrared. Doesn't smell anything like the Spice Bomb or Spice Bomb Extreme, but it is his own beast. So Spice Bomb Infrared is the cologne of the day. When females get pregnant in the States, and it was a baby daddy which are very few among the black community. If you looked up the statistics, most black fathers are with their children and are excellent fathers, are ranked number one in the world. Ranked number one in the United States for fathering and parenting. Black fathers are number one in the United States for parenting. But when she chooses the wrong guy, female in the States, she becomes a single mom. What do we normally say when she gets pregnant by a bum? We normally say, you chose him. And the ladies are supposed to accept that, right? You chose him. You knew he wasn't no good, but you spread your legs wide open, sister, and let him bust and give you all them orgasms. And all of a sudden, you looking crazy like he changed. He was different. He wasn't like that in the beginning. Got you. We say that to the sisters all the time, right? And we expect them to understand our point. You made the decision. Guys, when you come to certain countries, we're just going to use Colombia and Medellin especially as an example. You chose that pay-for-play chick, bruh. She changed. Yeah, whatever you got to say. You sound just like a chick that got pregnant by the wrong dude. Life-changing event. She got pregnant. You got scoped. Both were life-changing events. But at the end of the day, just like the chick that got pregnant by some off-the-wall hood dude that ain't got nothing going on, same thing with us, guys. If we decide to come to Colombia, we decide to go on the dating apps, we decide to let somebody into our Airbnb or hotel room, we decide to let her pour the drinks, we decide to sit back and trust her and laugh and giggle and put music on and everything else because we about to get our freak on. You got Luther playing in the background.
I'm not meant to live alone. No.
You got Luther playing. You sit up there like, okay, it's on tonight, boy. I'm about to get it.
I want sex in the kitchen, over by the stove. I want put you on the counter, by the buttered rolls. Hands on the table,
on the tippy toes.
Girl, we'll be making love like the restaurant was closed.
You swearing up and down all of this is her fault after you get scoped. Remember the one sister that we did the video on last week here in Cali, Colombia, had scoped over 250 dudes. 250 dudes. Not all them dudes. 250? Yeah, she was able to get 200, and she was just a regular looking Colombiana, wasn't nothing special. She was a Colombian 4. I'll say this again. She was a Colombian 4. And she was able to convince over 250 dudes, mainly foreigners, to trust her to come into their Airbnb, to pour drinks, and get scoped. And we expect women like Paola and Andrea and Maya Afro-Wahida and Kizzy to stand on our behalf regarding the decision that we made. I'll say this again. If we want to come at the sisters in the States for picking the wrong dude, it was her fault, and she got pregnant, we got to man up and be ready to say, listen, I chose to go to the apps. I watched the YouTubers that told me I could still go to the apps, and I went to the apps. I've been in Colombia for 5-6 years, and I haven't been drugged. But like my man said, I'm tired of individuals. Colombia should do something about this. I'm tired of seeing my individual brethren, my expat brethren getting drugged. If you tired of seeing brothers getting drugged, you might as well do just like Philip said. This is so ridiculous. It's laughable. It's laughable. Y'all really think y'all expect Colombians to do something when it's your grown man decision that you're making? You're a grown man. It's Saturday. You're a grown-ass man. You know how to make investment decisions. Some of you dudes are ex-military. Some of you dudes are parents, and you know how to make sure that everything is balanced. You know how to balance a checkbook. Not a checkbook, but you know how to balance your accounts, your investments. Some of you were upper management. Some of you guys are business owners. Some of you guys are on real estate. You know how to handle and manage and negotiate and manipulate and work through any type of situation that needs to be worked through that benefits you and your family and your loved ones. And yet you come to Colombia and you want to be dumb as a brick and you want to blame Colombians for what decisions you're making. We can't have it both ways, guys. We cannot have it both ways. We got 82 in the building. Click that like button. I like you. Make sure you like us too. Now, this is not a come down on the brethren video, but we're about to go back to the video. And Paola, because he asked her a question, basically, this is where we are on the video. He basically asked her what should be done. And this is her response.
I think it's a bad thing. I think there should be regulations about it. But I don't know what type of regulation they can put because most of these things are happening off dating apps. So how can you regulate those things if you saw me and we match on Tinder and then I go to your place because you like me and I scope on you? What can the government? How can the government control that except for like banning those dating apps? But then they will have to go into a legal to court with those apps in the country for why they're banning them. So it's a long process.
Before she goes any further, she's absolutely correct. She said, what can we do about this as Colombians? Because that's what guys want. They don't want to take accountability. Like we talk about women don't want to take accountability. Can I say something in all sincerity? And I'm being real. A lot of times we come down here, and I understand in the States, they have already convinced us there's masculine energy and feminine energy in everyone, which us old school dudes call bullshit. You ain't gonna see me walk around with no feminine energy. That ain't gonna happen. It's a lot of us dudes out here ain't walk around with no feminine energy. You ain't gonna convince us. I don't care how much research that you've done about these last couple generations, because men are quiet and more laid back, that they're sitting in feminine energy. They're trying to tell y'all in the States y'all sassy. Where'd that come from? I ain't never heard of that until just recently. Women calling a grown man sassy. They up here for years. They was calling us boy gone, boy. That's why you're gonna be lonely as a single mom. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all come down here and do some of the stuff that gives off a little feminine energy, bruh. And what do I mean by that? In this instance, you lack accountability. You know, a woman's kryptonite is accountability in the States. They don't want to be accountable for shit. They want to blame everybody for the misfortunes of their lives. It's not their fault ever. It's always every situation, every circumstance fault. They're not going to be accountable. They're not going to apologize. That's just what it is, black, white, or other in the United States. United States women do not walk in the world of accountability. But I'm seeing a lot of you dudes, man. Y'all come down here, y'all whining and crying what Colombia should do, what laws they should change. And Paula say, most of the crimes that are happening against foreigners, that's a good one, Andrew, the Peter Pan complex. Most of the crimes that are happening against foreigners, doesn't matter what race it is happened through the apps. That's why all of us that are content creators are telling you, well, not all of us, most of us are letting you know, keep your happy off them apps. I don't know how many times we got to tell y'all that. It's almost like talking to grown ass kids. And I'm not trying to insult you, my brothers, but what I am, we're having a barbershop talking. We're going to be real about it. Stay off those apps. I don't care if you've been here for 20 years. And guess what? Y'all ready? In the eyes of the Colombian that's going to be drugging you, it's your first day in Colombia. I'll say that again. You could have been in Colombia for 20 years. In the eyes of the woman that plans on drugging you, in her eyes, you've been here for one day. She don't care how many years you've been here. Like all of a sudden, your 20 years supposed to make her say, oh no, I shouldn't put it in his drink. He's been here 20 years. She don't give up. If you just got off 20 minutes ago, got off the plane, she about to sprinkle. These are the truth. Hey, these Colombian women are the real sprinkles. Some of these Colombian women are the true sprinkles. They'll put that right in your drink. Sprinkle. I'm gonna start using that on you dudes. Sprinkle. Yeah, y'all come to Colombia, sprinkle. Y'all want to mess with the pay for play? Sprinkle. Y'all want to go to dating apps? Okay, no problem. Sprinkle. We doing that one from now on. Y'all gonna be hearing that one coming from me from now on. We taking the sprinkle from the States, gonna bring it right where it belongs, South America. Cause y'all getting sprinkle. I need to do a sprinkle episode. Maybe this is it. And like I said, I'm not coming at brothers, but I'm just being real. Paula said, listen, if Colombia stopped the dating apps, now they got to go to court. If anybody was here over like 2019, 2020, 2018, if you were here in Colombia coming back and forth, remember Colombia was going through the lawsuits with Uber because the taxi drivers were complaining about the Uber being down here for so long, and Uber was taking money away from the taxi drivers, and they went back and forth to court for the longest, and Uber had to prove to the Colombian courts and other courts around the world, we are not a transportation company. We are not a transportation app. We are a communication app, and people so happen to use our app to communicate for rides. Uber is absolutely correct. They are not a transportation app. They are a communication app, and people use the app to communicate back and forth with each other regarding rides. But you can use Uber for other things as well. And they won their lawsuit. So you guys are expected, but it took years. But you guys are expecting, what they're saying is, yes, sue Tinder, Bumble, Colombian Cupid, Latin Cupid, all the dating apps, because we don't know how to act like grown men. So like little kids, we need daddy government, even in other countries. I'm gonna say this again. We need daddy government to look out for us. Shout out to, we got 103 people in here. Shout out to you guys being here. Appreciate you guys being here. We got to start realizing that at the end of the day, it's our responsibility as men to monitor the sprinkle. I'm serious. If we're going to sit up here and come to South America, come to Colombia, we've got to monitor the sprinkle. They are not going to sue Tinder. They are not going to sue Colombian Cupid. They are not going to sue Latin Cupid and Bumble and all those other apps that you guys use. So it's up to us to protect ourselves regarding the app. Let's go back to the video.
I don't really know. All I'm saying is that people need to be careful, because to be honest with you, this is now it's called Escopolami. We used to call it Burundanga, and it has not only happens to foreigners, it happens to local people, to women. Before, it was like the guys doing it to women sometimes so they can bring them back home, or they doing it to, or even the women to men. You know?
So before, it was called scopolamine. It was a different drug, and it was actually the date grape drug. It was the Spanish fly, if you will. Whatever it was, dudes were doing it to women to get them back to the house. I can't get her back to the house. I can't get her drunk enough. And if I get her too drunk, she's going to pass out. But if I sprinkle into her drink, this is what Colombians were doing to the women. I'm going to say this again. This is what Colombians were doing before we even got off the planes. They were doing this to women. Wasn't no money being made. And women were doing this to men. Wasn't no money being made. And wasn't nobody even doing it with apps. They was doing it to each other in the clubs. I watched an interview on my man Life with David, and he walked up to some women. He thought they were Colombianas, and they were from Spain. And they are saying right now in Spain, men are sprinkling women drinks. So a woman be sitting up there in the club, just like we sitting up there in the club, and in Spain, all of a sudden, sprinkle. I told you I'm going to ride that one out today. Shout out to my man Theo Wolf in the building. Shout out to you, Theo, for being here. He says zillions of gorgeous single Colombianas on the streets, and some of y'all using apps. Just talk. Easy. That's all you got to do is just talk to Colombia. Colombian women so easy to talk to. He said, if you can't simply talk to a woman, then date Keisha in Section 8. In other words, you might as well stay in the States, bruh. But I don't know Spanish, bruh. Your Spanish can be trash in Colombia. And you can walk up on a woman. And you can walk up on a good woman. I know plenty of dudes got trash Spanish, ain't never used the app, and got beautiful women on their arm. Ain't never used the app. I'm not coming against guys that are pay for play. I want you guys to realize that again. Everybody has their own ways of enjoying the country. So I'm not coming at pay for play. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the safety factor. And I'm gonna say this even more. The only reason that any of us YouTubers like DC Rob and Razor Ray and the rest of us say anything is A, to warn the next man, and B, laugh, because we're gonna laugh at you when you get drugged. I ain't gonna lie to you, because we'd have told you enough. If we how many years do we need to keep telling you guys stay off those apps? How many times we need to mention to us brothers, hey, that ice is slippery, bro. You might want to put some salt down before you walk on that ice. You might want to put a little bit of sprinkle some salt out there before you walk on that ice, bro. But you decide in your Timberland boots, because you know Timberlands ain't got no grip at the bottom. You decide that you want to walk out on that ice known as Colombian Cupid, Tinder, and all those other dating apps. You want to walk on the ice anyway. Cool. We've been talking about this for almost 7-8 years. Cool. But when we laugh at you, don't be mad. And a lot of you guys get mad because you like, man, I survived something that could have took my life. That's your fault, bruh. So could slipping on ice. You could bust your head on that ice. But I told you to put some salt down on the ground before you walk out there on that ice. But you decided to walk down those stairs with nothing but ice on those stairs instead of putting some salt down. So when you bust your ass on that ice, I'm laughing. Same thing I'm doing, and a lot of us are doing off camera when you guys talk about you guys scope. Tell me your scope story, brother. Well, I met this chick online, and 15 minutes later, sprinkle. What are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? And that's what Paola is saying. Let's get back to the video. Let me finish off with Theo's comment first. Theo says he said even if you can't go, keep dealing with the Section 8 quiches. Stay in the States, man. I'm gonna say this before I go back to Paola real quick. Not everybody is supposed to come to Colombia. I'll say that again. Not everybody built for this country. As you can see, some of y'all ain't used to being around beautiful women. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'll say it again. Some of us brothers aren't used to being around beautiful, gorgeous women in a mass. You used to, we in the States, we used to seeing a cute chick here, cute chick there. 3 days later, we see another cute chick. Oh, we got 2 cute chicks 2 weeks later. Oh, I'm blessed today. I see 5 cuties. Okay, cool. That's how America works. We see attractive women in spurts. Like we'll see one. I'm going to Walmart. Oh, there's a cutie right there. Oh, I'm going down to the. I'm working driving past the beauty salon, and I see a cutie going into the beauty salon. That's how America works. We're not used to seeing just herds of beautiful women like in South America. And I got you. I feel you, brother. Your eyes are like this. You're rock hard, and you're ready to enjoy your trip, your vacation. I got you, brother. I've been there. I've been there. But everybody ain't built for this. Some dudes don't know how to sit their ass down and move in silence and move strategically. Some dudes are sloppy and messy. I hate to say that, but some of you dudes, you need to go ahead and zoom into Thailand. Yeah, you do. You need to be taking your butt down to Peru. Skip this country, go on downstairs in the basement. Go on to the basement, go to Peru. Not talking bad about Peru. I'm just saying that it's under Colombia. That's what you need to do. You ain't built for this country. And you proving it time and time again. Some of y'all have been drugged more than one time. This is the part that gets me, Theo. There are dudes out there that have been drugged more than one time. Some of you dudes just ain't built for this. You ain't used to being around this type of beauty. So here's what you do. Go on back to the States, regroup. You still got your money and find you another country. Go to London. Go somewhere where you ain't got to worry about none of this. Let them hustle your money out of you with cheap dates and free dates. But this coming to Colombia, nah, that ain't working for you. Shout out to my man Rapstar 7 in the building. Shout out to you being here, brother. You say, thanks for the video. Unlock your path to 500K YouTube. A very informative. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got, for those that are part of the Patreon, I was just thinking about this yesterday. For those who are part of the Patreon and the YouTube channel, I'm actually going to put together a mini course that's going to be about a good 40-minute mini course for those of you that want to get started and succeed in YouTube, especially using AI. Right now, you get started in YouTube, and it's so easy to let AI take care of a lot of the work, a lot of the heavy lifting for you that many of us had to do when we started YouTube. So I'm putting together a mini course for you guys, something simple, like 7 steps or like 5 steps to YouTube success, especially for a beginner. So I'm putting together that package for you guys, and then that is going to be a part of my larger YouTube course. That's going to be only like an hour almost like 2 hours, a 2-hour YouTube course for guys that really want to get in depth in what steps you need to make and what mistakes you need to look out for. Because a lot of times they don't tell us about the mistakes that you need to look out for as well. So that's what I'm putting together for you guys. So yeah, I'm glad that you like that video in regard to us making 500K on YouTube in the last 5 years. True story. All right, guys, let's get back to the video with Paola and my brother from the States.
Understand?
Yeah. So I have an idea. You were saying, like, what can the government do or what can people do? I think like the same kind of interest people have at protesting in Parque Jarris and protesting in Provenza and demanding that, you know, there's less gringos coming to visit Colombia. If people would do that in the barrios about tourists being killed, then maybe that would kind of influence a little bit. I mean, I really like Medellin, but there's a lot of hypocrisy that goes on there. Like,
let's pause before he goes off into that. This brother said what Colombians can do, just like they protest about Airbnb, just like they protest in Medellin, they want the foreigners to leave. Not all Colombians, but this little small pool of people. They need to go to the barrios. Notice what he said. I want this to sink in for some of you guys that don't realize. That's like going into the favelas in Brazil and protesting as a Brazilian against your own people for what steps or actions foreigners make on their own. That's apples and oranges. When it comes to protesting on behalf of foreigners, Colombians, okay. When the last time you saw Americans protesting on behalf of the immigrants? You got a few, tree huggers out there that are saying, feed the immigrants. I got you. But in masses across the city, across the country, do you see that? We just protesting on behalf of the immigrants. It's unfair how the immigrants are being treated. They're only getting $1,000 a month in vouchers. They need more. They've kicked college students out of their dorms. They need more dorms to live in. Do you see people in the States protesting on behalf of foreigners? Oh, no. Why do we think that somebody's supposed to do something for us and we're in their country? The rules are supposed to change for us in somebody else's country. I got some news for you guys. For all of us who coming from other countries, Colombia is a foreign country. You have no rights here. I think we think as Americans with and people from the West with our egos, our American and UK and Canadian egos, and not realize you have no, dude, I've been here 6 years, permanent visa. I'm just getting like this much of rights. That much rights. You ain't got no rights. I don't care if you've been coming here 10 years. If you just using your passport, you have no rights. And that goes for any country that you're visiting. As passport bros, we need to come to a conclusion that we have to move strategically. You got to think about what you're doing before you do it. Because if something goes left, ain't nobody there to protect you. And we all know the U.S. Embassy is trash. They ain't gonna do nothing for you. The most that they're gonna do is tell you, well, if you get to the embassy, since you lost your passport, we'll help you get you a temporary passport, and we'll get you a flight back home. But you got to pay us back for that flight. Now think about it. This, your government, our government that we pay for, right? They tell us when you go back home, you have to pay for that flight again. So if that flight back home was $400 or $500, you got to repay your government that $400 or $500. But let's continue on. But what I'm saying is this whole video is about That is never going to happen. You're not going to see Colombians protesting on behalf of foreigners, especially when you guys keep on using the term Colombians are killing foreign. No, they aren't killing foreigners. Let's get this right. We know, as Americans, if we don't know nothing, we know when somebody on purpose deletes somebody. We know if we don't know nothing. As much artillery that we got back home. We don't know anything. We know when somebody is trying to delete somebody on purpose. No, these women are trying to rob y'all. And when they do the sprinkle in your drink, once they hit the sprinkles, then it depends on the amount that they put off in there. Whether you survive or whether you pass on. But to sit back and say that they purposely was out to delete you. No, these women are out to rob you guys. And one of the tools that they're using is sprinkle. So you have to come to the reality. Colombians don't look at it the way that we look at it. Like they're deleting Americans. They ain't deleting us. They are not deleting us on purpose. No Colombians are going around and serial deleting foreigners. No. These women are just sprinkle, and they think they about to rob you, and then some of us don't make it through the sprinkles. Trying to let you guys know how Colombians are thinking down here when you get back on that plane. Let's continue on.
People want to talk about all the druggings that's going. I mean, I'm sorry, not the druggings, but that foreigners are coming to Medellin for drugs. Yet you have Barrio Antioquia, you have Boyacá and El Centro, where it's like a nightmare. It's just a street full of addicts all over the street, and the police are a block away and don't do anything about it. So,
okay, I'm gonna say this for guys that don't realize this, and I'm not coming at the brother, by the way. On all sincerity, seems like a cool, decent brother. And like you said, he's fluent in Spanish. He's been here, for several years. So it seems like a cool dude. Here's the problem. You still are expecting things to be fair. Here we go. Y'all ready? I'm going to say that again. You expect life to be fair. That's the biggest problem that's going on in Colombia. It's not fair. I should be able to bring a pay for play from my cell phone and bring her back to my Airbnb. I should be able to swipe right, swipe left, get me a Colombiana woman, and she treat me with the girlfriend experience, and I go back home and I got all type of freaky pictures of her. That's not fair. That you want life to be fair. Guys, we're men. Life ain't never been fair for a man. Let's be real. We built for unfairness. Like Kevin Samuels used to say, men are pressure is made for shoulders are made for pressure, not for hips. I'll say that again. Kevin Samuels used to say, pressure is made for shoulders, a man, not for hips, a woman. We're built for this. We're sent to the planet for life when it's unfair. Now, is life always unfair every day? No. But when it is, we're built for this, guys. And you guys are coming down to Colombia, and not you guys, but many guys are coming down to Colombia and thinking that it's supposed to be fair. Life ain't fair. So he's looking for fairness. And a lot of guys are looking for fairness. She drugged me. That's not fair. She robbed me. That's not fair. She tricked me out of my money after I sent it to her through Western Union for 3 years. That's not fair. A, life ain't fair. B, you a man. You knew that she was hustling you. If you going down to the Western Union and you wiring money, you know you getting hustled. Everybody knows that. You know it. I know it. I don't care about the money. I care about her. It doesn't matter, brother. You still getting hustled in the eyes of the rest of us. But I don't care what the rest of you think. Cool. So when we laugh, don't care. Don't care if we laugh. If you don't care what other people think, then don't be making these videos about, oh man, y'all be tripping, man. Y'all don't understand. People get drugged out here and robbed. No shit, Sherlock. At the end of the day, guys, we have to come to a conclusion. Life is not fair. And when you go on these trips to these other countries, guess what's not going to be fair either? Life. In your experience, there is no rule that says that my life here in Colombia needs to be fair. It doesn't mean that it needs to be fair when it comes to my wife, Andrea. Life is not always fair, but we are built for when life is not fair. I'm going to say this again. The beauty of us being men, one of the most beautiful things about us being men is that we're solution oriented and not problem oriented when life is not fair. It's not fair that many of us have to work outside jobs that are tedious in the blazing sun, but we do it to take care of our families. It's not fair for those guys that are ocean welders that go out there in the ocean. Yes, they make $20,000 a month, but at the end of the day, these guys are putting their lives on the line every day so we can have gasoline in our vehicle. Life is not fair, but men are built for when life is not fair. When you out there putting up a roof, when you're doing landscape, whatever job that you create, that guys that get up on those electric wires and poles, life ain't fair. It's not fair that those dudes could be electrocuted and lose their lives in moments, but they do it to make sure that we got electricity in our homes. Fiber optics, all those things these guys are doing, but life ain't fair, and men are built for when life ain't fair. So when you come to another country and you expect the life to be fair, what part of the game is that? When did that ever take place for us men? Ever? I can't never remember when life was always 100% fair. I'm going to tell you something else. You ready? When I became an adult male, I don't think I had 1 year where life was completely fair in my life. Ever. Ever. As a man, you will always have something that's unfair occur within a year's window. Like, ain't this about a... You'll always have that occur. But you guys think because she's pretty, she's got a big booty, I met her on Tinder, she seems sweet as bear meat, she's not masculine like many of the women back in the States. In other words, she's going to be fair. And then you wake up 9 hours later and all your stuff gone. You know why? Because there's no rule in the books that says life is fair in the United States, and there's no rules in the book that says life needs to be fair in another country. Life is rarely fair for men. You might as well suck that one up. And that's what guys are complaining about. That's not fair. Shout out to you guys with the super chat. Shout out to my man T-Mac in the building. He said, Colombians don't force brothers to download apps. Can I say that again? He said, Colombians do not force brothers to download apps. We can stop right there. That's a bumper sticker right there. T-shirt, bumper sticker, everything else. Billboard. That should be the screensaver on some people's computer. That should be the screensaver right there, T-Mac, on some guys' computers. Colombians don't force brothers to download apps. We want to blame Colombians for everything. Ain't nobody forced you. Ain't nobody put artillery to your head and told you download that app. Now swipe. Who told you to stop swiping? Keep swiping. Keep swiping. Ain't nobody did that to you, did they? Did they? Oh, so you downloaded that app on your own? Oh, so you put your information. Oh, so did Colombians post your photos for you? Oh, so you not only T-Mac, they not only downloaded, brother, they posted their own photos in the app. Oh, okay. Did you? Oh, so you got a hit. Okay, you got your. So did you give her your number? Oh, you got it. You gave her your WhatsApp number. Oh, so the Colombians didn't force it. Oh, T-Mac, they didn't only download the app on their own. They posted the pictures on their own. And then They also sent her their WhatsApp phone number on their own. It looks like thus far, gentlemen, we're doing all this on our own. On our own. He said, some brothers are just hard-headed, and you are about the egos. He said, hopefully some will listen to your wisdom. Most won't. That's why I always say cameras off, T-Mac, because I know when these cameras go off, it's all about, man, fuck Andre. Let's be real. See, I'm a realist. I know, like I said, I know life ain't fair for men for the most part anyway. I'm a realist. Life is fair, little kids, old people, and women. If you ain't a little kid, an old person, or a woman, you can forget about life being fair. They rescue women all day long. A woman can have 10 kids, and there's always a program out there somewhere, somehow, that's going to rescue her. Ain't nobody rescuing us men. Men ain't got no Section 8. Men ain't got no WIC. All you single fathers will tell you, I ain't got no WIC. I ain't got no government assistance. I ain't got none of that. And I'm a single dad. So I know single dads. Y'all, shout out to you brothers, because I know y'all go through it. Life ain't fair for men. But when it comes to these cameras, when these cameras go off, bruh, fuck Andre. Man, I'm going right back to these apps, man. Fuck what he talking about. I'm going to find a YouTuber that's going to try to convince me that I can still use these apps. I've been coming to Medellin for 15 years, or let's see what our parents said, 10 years. I've been coming to Colombia 10 years. And I know how to swipe left or swipe right. You can't tell me about my swiping skills. I'm a swipe Ginzu master. Can't nobody swipe like I do. I could swipe blindfolded. That's how y'all be doing. Cameras off. Let's be real. Come on. I'm going to come back to you, T. Let's be real. Some of y'all think because y'all Ginsu masters with the swipe game that it can't never happen to you. Got you, bro. I understand. I understand. You think you Randy Moss of this thing, that you going to always catch a touchdown. Guess what? Randy didn't always catch all the balls that were thrown to him. Every touchdown that was thrown to him. Yeah, you think you Randy Moss of this thing, huh? You just going to be catching touch one-handed. You ain't got to look. You ain't even got to put no speed into it because you got the long leg stride. You think you Randy Moss of this thing when it comes to swiping on Tinder and putting in your information and Bumble and all of this. Colombian Cupid, you romantical. You've been talking to her for 4 months in the States, so you know she ain't gonna drug you when you get there. Why? Because y'all been talking 4 months while you was in the States. You know how you got this game down pat. Remember what I said, gentlemen. Life is not fair for men. Even though you did all the right things, eventually it'll catch up with you, whether you wanted to or not. Keep your happy ass off those apps. Cameras off. There's still dudes that be around me talking about, Dre, yeah, I met these two off the app. Have fun, bro. Have fun. Why? Because everybody, come on, man. I'm real. I'm a realist. I already know y'all be like, fuck Dre. Man, fuck Dre, man. This is what that nigga talking about. Man, he just another dude with a camera on YouTube talking crazy. Man, forget him, man. He just talking. He don't know the dating world. He been married 5 years. He don't know what dating like out here, man. He ain't on vacation. I'm just here on vacation. I just trying to give me some quick pussy. Man, fuck that nigga Dre. I got you, bruh. I already know what y'all say when cameras go off. And I'm not offended. I'm not hurt. I'm just going to laugh when you get caught up. Don't be mad at me for laughing. You down with the fuck Dre team? Hashtag fuck Andre. Hashtag fuck everybody else. DC Rob. Fuck DC Rob, man. Fuck Razor Ray, man. Fuck all them warnings of dudes trying to tell me about, I got this. Cameras off. Cool. We understand. Got you, brothers. We are not mad at you. Razor Ray is not mad at y'all. DC Rob, he ain't mad. I ain't mad. But when y'all get got, we gonna laugh. We laugh, and if y'all think y'all ever wonder if I'm laughing on camera and off camera at your ass. Because you a grown man and life ain't fair and you knew better. And since you want to tell me, fuck me, okay, cool. No problem. But when I laugh, I'm laughing out loud in public, in front of a camera. And that's serious. He said, hopefully some of these dudes listen to your wisdom. My whole family has come to Medellin. Shout out to you, family. No problems. Remember what I mentioned before. Medellin had last year, let me get it right, 2.7 million visitors. Cartagena had 4.3 million visitors. I don't think 4.3 million people got drugged in Cartagena last year. And I don't think 2.7 million people in Medellin got drugged last year. Am I correct? It was like 43, 44 people last year that got drugged and or deleted that were foreigners. And yet, over 2.7 million people came to Medellin, visit as guests, and had no issues. So what is your problem? This man say the whole family is there, ain't had an issue at all. So what is your problem? Like the brother said, T-Mac, he said, a lot of us are hard-headed. We don't want to listen. I've said this for years. You can't tell black men shit these days. We do not listen at all. We are ornery, like old folks say. You ornery. Hard head. Can't nobody tell you nothing, boy. You're smelling yourself. Ornery. Can't tell us. We can't, man, a black man tell. You can't tell a black man ish, and you can't tell a black woman from the States ish. You try to give a black man from the States some advice. The average, no, my bad. Ninjas. You can't give ninjas advice. Black men, you can talk to us. Ninjas, and I've seen black men make ninja moves and get drugged. I'll say that again. I've seen some black men that are some really cool professional dudes. And as soon as they happy ass swipe, I'm gonna do what ninjas do. I think I can get away with it. I'm a black man. I make good money. I'm not proud of man. I'm not in these streets like that. I'm just here in Medellin to have a good time. Let me swipe. I'm gonna do what ninjas do. And you swipe and you get ninja results. And you're a black man. But you thought what you could do, you could defy the odds. No, those are the ninjas that are getting drugged. I'm gonna say this again. Some of you black men that are really good dudes, I seen some good dudes that got drugged. Good dudes. Ain't out there wilding. You ain't throwing money in the air. You just you low key. You to yourself. You just, like I said, one of the number one things that ways that dudes get drugged in Medellin, in Colombia in general, is because when you get bored, because you're not going to go see the country, you get bored and then you try to do what ninjas do. I'm gonna go ahead and go Colombia and Cupid real quick. Yeah, put some pictures up. Yeah, these bitches gonna love me. You put your little photos up, and the next thing you know, I got a couple hits. Got 2 more hits. Let me go ahead and hit these ladies up. It's gonna be on tonight in Medellin. Cause I'm not meant to live alone. There you go. Yeah. I'll be playing Luther for these hoes. They gonna turn this house into a home tonight. And you sitting up there trying to do what ninjas do, and you see all these ninjas getting drugged and robbed, and you think because you're a black man and you got some sense and you got a 401k, you got Roth IRAs, and you got other investments, and you got your crypto portfolio, and you done been to 10, 15 countries, that you can't get got because you don't act like them ninjas that are coming out of New York and DC. Sorry, New York and DC, but y'all stay in trouble in other countries, especially in DR. So you think that because you ain't from New York and you ain't from DC, then it'll never happen to me. And you wake up 9 hours later, just like the ninjas do. So let's not laugh at the ninjas. Oh, that's because them niggas over there. Some of you black men think you can do what a ninja does. He can't do it correctly. Them ninjas can't do it correctly. And you think because you're an educated black man that you can come down here and make a ninja move and you can't get drugged. No. Sprinkling happening to all you dudes. They sprinkling for you boys. Shout out to my brother. Let's get back to this video.
It's a culture of, and again, I'm not blaming you, especially because you're from.
No, I understand. It has happened for a long time for locals too. Before I moved to Medellin, we was in Santa Marta with my friend Kelly. She's very popular here in Colombia, and we were in this school in Santa Marta, which is very rare to see in Santa Marta because it really never happens. And she was having a drink. She put her drink in the bar thing, and somebody put burundanga, what you call escopola, in her drink. So it's not only happening to foreigners. Now it's bad because they're using it with the purpose of robbing them, and because they don't know about this substance, they be putting more of the doses that they should, and that's why it's actually killing these people because it's overdoses of the drug, right?
Right.
So Paola was, just to break it down real quick, Paola just was saying that one of her closest friends, even in Santa Marta, long before she moved to Medellin, her friend got drugged. Like she was saying before, it is not just foreigners that this is happening to. That's the other thing that we got to stop leaning on or assuming that is just happening to foreigners. It's been happening to locals for years.
But it's been happening for Colombians too, guys. And it's not like I don't want to take accountability for it, but I don't know what to say. There is enough warning for people to be careful who they bring in to their places. I have a client. It was like a month and a half ago. Imagine, he doesn't party. He doesn't do drugs. He's a fitness rat. The more sane guy you can see. Yeah, he also fell into that because they knew how to convince him of coming to his place. She knew she was doing that. She ended up coming to her place, give him drugs. He was like, his body is strong because he eat good, he exercise, but it's still the drug made him sleep, and she took everything from him. And he's not a bad guy, but just like it happened to him, it happened to also guys that are looking for prostitutes. It happens to everybody, and it happens to local people.
So she just named out 3 groups of people. She said, good black men, it happened to you guys. You ninjas, it happened to you guys. And locals, it happened to you guys. So don't think, I'm not gonna take long. Just don't think that it's only happening to you guys. I know you guys are thinking like it only happens to us. It's foreigners. They're coming after foreigners. They should protest on behalf of foreigners. If Colombians were going to protest about it, guess who Colombians is going to protest about getting drugged? On behalf of Colombians. Yeah. And they will not have one thing on the picket signs that says also for foreigners. No, they are going to picket and say it's time for the government to do something about this in regards to protecting Colombians from being robbed and drugged. But as far as foreigners, and they could care less. You want to go on an app, you get got. And like Paula said, back in the day, they were just doing it because they wanted to bring a woman home from dating. So they would sprinkle the woman in her drinks. Now they realize they can make money with it. What? You mean these foreigners are coming down, or these Colombian locals? We could just sprinkle there. We could what? Now they got whole teams of women that have been trained to give you guys the girlfriend experience, to make you think that you can. It's called emotional prostitution. Don't forget that term. Here in Colombia, it's called emotional prostitution. You know how prostitution is usually physical. I give her the money, we get intimate, and she leaves, right? There's such thing as emotional prostitution, to where, hey, sexy boo, looking beautiful. I like that dress. Whoa, somebody smelling good. Oh, the Dolce & Gabbana. Okay. All right, love. Ooh, all right. And so yeah, she's smelling real good, bro. I gotta find out what that is. I'll recommend it to you guys to get it for y'all lady friends. That smell good. And so that might be the okay. Okay, back to my point. And so, guys, don't think that it's just happening to us. Get that out of your mind. They're coming after foreigners. They're waiting for us to get off the plane to attack. No, they are not waiting for you to get off the plane. While you are still in the States or in UK, guess who they're drugging? The locals. They realize that it's money, and now all they got to do is train the women to make you think that you're having the girlfriend experience through emotional prostitution. If they can make you feel emotionally good before they make you feel physically good. You see what I'm saying? There's a physical prostitution, and there's also down here the girlfriend experience, the emotional prostitution. Laugh at your jokes, eat dinner with you, go out dancing with you, show you around the city. The emotional prostitution. And by the time she get done, make you feel good about yourself, if only for an hour, a couple hours, or even 15 minutes by just laughing at some of your jokes and give you a good conversation. Her job is to get you to let your guards down. I'll say this again. She has one job and one job only, to get you to let your guards down. And that goes for the local men too. Once your guards are down, your inhibitions are just, unleashed. So now it's easy to sprinkle stuff into your drink. I just watched a video a second ago that a dude posted, right? I wish I had it up here. This dude posted this, but you know what? I might send it to myself in a second because I want you guys to see this. In this video, this dude is sitting up there laughing in the club, literally right in front of him while his drink is here, right here, this close. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The lady sitting right next to him, laughing at his joke. You so crazy. And she take his drink and go, move his arm up. Let me find that video and send it to myself while we watch more Paola. I'm going to send this video to me so I can show it to you guys.
One thing that I would say that a lot of people are like, it's only happening in Colombia. It's not only happening in Colombia. I've seen cases, even in America, it happened. It's just not public there because people who live there don't want to be exposed to those things. Cardi B, even, I don't know how she's not in prison for that, but Cardi B publicly told in an interview that when she was a stripper, she used to drug guys so she can take their money and leave. She could have killed somebody and we don't even know. So
we're going to pause that right there because the reason why I paused it right there for a second, and you guys are going to have to come to the conclusion that if you're going to, we're going to start this, she said that it happens in the States all the time. She's right. She's right. And so we're going to watch a clip of, remember I did that video a few months ago about the guy that got robbed of $600,000 in jewelry after sprinkle in the United States. There are so many stories and headlines that's going on in the United States of guys getting sprinkled. So many headlines. So we're going to watch one right now. Going to be in Cartagena, Colombia, Medellin, Colombia, not even certain parts of here in Cali, Colombia. If you're going to be in certain parts of Bogota's, areas that are the hood, in other words, you guys are going to have to make some wise decisions because at the end of the day, you could end up in a situation just like him. But it doesn't just happen in Colombia or DR or in Thailand or any other country, because in the United States, the exact same thing is happening.
In other news, police are looking for this woman, her, who they say stole $600,000 worth of jewelry from the victim's home after meeting him at a club.
Miami police say that woman may have walked away with hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of valuables, but she also left with some key evidence. Take a good look at this woman. She's tall, could be considered good looking, and according to detectives, slick. Police say she met a man at a club last Monday and drugged him. While the victim was knocked out, she allegedly cleaned out his safe, taking $600,000 worth of valuables.
It's been about 4 months since the man I spoke with says that he was drugged and robbed at his home in the Hollywood Hills after meeting the two women at a bar here on Cannon Drive in Beverly Hills. He says that he was finally ready to speak up and share his story, hoping someone can recognize the women involved and find them. while also putting out a warning to other men not to fall victim.
The search is on to find this woman caught on camera. She's accused of seducing and stealing from a man she just met.
And police say she did it by drugging her victim. Our Janine Stanwood spoke with him, and she joins us live from Hollywood with what that man had to say. Janine.
Louis, Lori, we have heard this story before. That man tells us that the date was going well, but then when he brought her back to his condo here in Hollywood, that's when he said things went south.
And a man visiting from Georgia says he was drugged and robbed by a woman he met at a casino. Deputies say that woman drove him back to his hotel on North Federal Highway in Dania Beach last month. He fell asleep and then woke up the next morning, and that's when he found some white stuff in his glass and $9,000 gone. If you recognize the woman in that video, you're urged to call police.
Police say the suspect asked the victim if he wanted to go with them for a drink first.
And now at first he said he didn't want to have that.
Before we go deep into more of these videos, I'm going to hit these super chats real quick. Shout out to and I'm going to come back to your super chat, Real Blackula. I saw your question. My man MDZ in the building. He says but see, here's the problem. All you content creators say don't use dating apps, but not educating them on where to find good women without them. We've done several videos throughout the consultations, throughout the videos, the ones that are ignored, and even on live streams. We've talked several times in details about where to meet good women in Colombia. If it were me and I was single, first thing I would do is I would be now you guys are on vacation mode. You got 5 days down here. Okay. Let's look at it from the vacation mode, not the relocation. I'm talking about us relocators. So let's talk about vacationers. You on vacation in Colombia, you're here 5 days. 5 days. Let's talk about where not to go. A, to the dating apps. Do not go to the dating apps. B, you are here in Colombia for 5 days and you trying to get some Colombiana coochie because you ain't never had no Colombian coochie. See, I live in Florida, so I'd have had plenty. But you live in Chicago. They got Mexican sisters in Chicago, but they ain't got no Colombianas, especially Afro-Colombianas, right? So you in Colombia, you're in Medellin for the first time. Don't go to the dating apps ever. I don't care what YouTuber says their rate of success is. Their rate of success is for right now. Just because you're successful now, believe you me, what I said, life is not fair for men. Doesn't mean that you're going to be successful tomorrow morning. So stay off those dating apps. So where do I go? If it were me, 2 spots, I kid you not, to make it so simple. You want some Colombian coochie? You need to either sit back and there are 2 things that you want to get, either pay for play or organic. Pay for play or organic. Y'all ready? Let's go with pay for play first. If it were me, I'm not going anywhere but to a strip club or to a brothel. I'm going to say this again. Forget meeting a chick that's pay for play in a club. Forget meeting a pay for play on a corner. I wish I would be up on a clock tower meeting a pay for play. Not I, said the cat. Not I, said the dog. I would be at a brothel. Why? A, most brothels got security. Most brothels got some form of security there. B, prices have already been set. So as soon as I walk in, I can already know what the prices are. There is no question in regards to, well, how much is it? Brothels already have the prices already set up there for you, waiting for you. The next thing is, according to Colombian policy, whether they hold true to this policy or not, I don't know. But for the most part, according to Colombian policy, women that work in brothels or strip clubs must have their body examined every 6 months for venereal diseases. Every 6 months, they must, if they're going to work in a brothel, they have to get their bodies checked out. The next benefit of a brothel is this. You know where she work. So 9 times out of 10, she ain't going to sprinkle you in a brothel. Why? You in her job. And the last thing they want to do is sprinkle somebody, destroy the reputation of the brothel or the strip club, And once again, with the strip club too, you know where she works. And most strip clubs in Colombia are not set up like the States. The States, they getting up there on the pole and they dancing and shaking it. And Colombia is set up like that, but it's set up not for you to throw the money at the girl. It's set up for you to when she come down off the, okay, you done dancing? Okay, I want you and I want her. I want both of y'all to come with me. And yeah, we're going to do this, about to do some nasty stuff. And a lot of strip clubs have like a mini hotel connected to it, or they know where you can go to a safe location that's really close, like across the street, that's really safe. But me, I would be more or less brought. If I'm in Colombia for 5 days, I'm paying for play, but I'm doing. See, y'all want convenience. Y'all want to sit back and have lemonade. Yeah, I want her to show up at the door. I want her to knock on the door, just come on through and just come and suck my nuts. No. You might could get away with that in Brazil. You might be able to get away with that in small towns in Colombia. You might be able to get away with that in Europe. But you know that when you're in Medellin and you trying to meet a chick at the club, you gambling. If you're trying to meet I'm not meaning at the club. Yeah, at the club, or you're trying to meet a chick on an app, you gambling. You know that you're gambling. So if it were me and I'm in Colombia for 5 days, the pay for play, I'm going to brothels or I'm going to strip clubs. Secondly, if you try to meet somebody, go to where women are working. Lunch breaks in the mall. Get your ass in the mall. Start talking to people. The one thing that we've been preaching for the longest on YouTube. Colombian women are some of the most approachable women in the world. Man, Colombian women will never make you feel bad and I had to research that. Did you know in Colombia, they are raised to feel bad for saying no? Did you know that? I didn't know that before. Here in Colombia, they will flake you. Andrea does that all the time. She flake. Don't think it's only you guys. They flake family. They flake friends. They flake. Everybody getting flaked. I've been flaked. Everybody get flaked in Colombia. Why? Because Colombians don't know how to say, "Oh hell no, I ain't going." It's just they're so nice that they'll flake you before they sit back and say, that's like in the States, women are straightforward when it comes to saying no, but they're disrespectful. Colombian women don't. I've never met a dude that said, I walked up on a Colombiana and she was the most rudest woman I've ever talked to. Most don't. Not everywhere in the world you're going to meet divas, but even their version of diva is not as bad as the United States. Go to meetup groups. Go to language exchange places. You can get there. Those when the bar is having a language exchange, go there. Gringo Tuesday. In every major city of Colombia, there's a Gringo Tuesday where they have foreigners, meaning the locals, meeting foreigners. I'll say that again. Local women meeting foreigners on Gringo Tuesday. Now, like I said, I would want to meet somebody organically, and it's every once in a while you'll see somebody get got by a woman that they just walked up on. But a lot of times, you know when a woman ain't right. You know a woman, in other words, you know when a woman is not your type, but yet she's so sexy, you try to make her your type. No, man, don't do that. Just move along and go find out and enjoy your type. So you could get it by pay for play if you're here for 5 days, or you can meet a woman organically. Me personally, if I'm in Colombia for 5 days, I'm an organic dude because I'm a saber-toothed tiger. But if it were me and I was in the dating world today, I would basically just go to a brothel or to a strip club. I kid you not, that's how I would do it. If I had to go pay for play route, I want to give me some Colombiana. I'm here for 5 days. That's what I would do. But y'all dudes try to do it the easy way on the streets or in the club or meet her under a clock tower. And then you bring this strange chick back to your place. I wish I would. I don't bring strangers to my house in the States. Why would I bring a stranger to my house in another country? So that's how I would do it in all sincerity. That's the problem. The problem is all of us content creators say don't use apps. Don't use apps. And there's so many amazing brothels in Medellin. True Life, anyone? True Life? They introduce you to the ladies. They've got showers in there so you can shower yourself up after the activities. You walk out as a refreshed man. I don't know of any incident where dudes say, I went to a brothel and I got drugged and robbed. Have you ever heard of that? I've never heard one dude ever say they went to a brothel and they came up short. Or the brothel had one price and then they gave me another price. I've never heard of that. If it happened, guys, put it in the comment section. But I've never heard of that. That's what I would do. If I had 5 days of Colombia, man, and I was on it, I gotta have somebody. See, there are some dudes like me, we come down and we trying to enjoy countries organically. I'm one of them dudes that's like this. If I come down and I have sex with somebody, cool. If I come down and I don't have sex with somebody, cool. I'm here for the country. I'm about to have some fun, dancing, enjoying, meeting people, new foods. That's me. But everybody ain't built like me. Some dudes are just like, I need the sex and I need it all the time and I need it right now. I got you, brother. But to do that safely, you need to get your ass off the streets and stop being lazy. The other thing that I would do, I would go, if I'm going online, I kid you not, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. If I'm going online, I'm getting call girls. I said it. I'm getting the ones that, I'm not talking about that $40,000, $50,000 pesos women. Y'all crazy. I'm talking about the women that you're going to have to come out of $500 for. Colombian USD. I'm talking about the women that are professional call girls, that the one when true businessmen come down to Colombia, and these are actual 10s physically, and their sex game is at a 10. And these guys pay they pay top dollar, $500, $1,000 for these. I ain't paying no $1,000 for no. That's why you get the results you get. You're not paying $1,000 for a coochie. You're paying $1,000 for the quality. You're paying $1,000 because she knows what she's doing. And lastly, you're paying $1,000 or $500. Let's put at $500 or $200 because you are getting the call girl who this is her profession, not just playing at what women under the clock tower are playing at being a prostitute. No, this is what this woman does. She is professional. She can look good with you. She's the type of woman that Kevin Samuels would call up and be with. That's me. If I was in Colombia, if I'm hitting apps, I'm going after the best of the best. I'm spending that extra dollar. You dudes will sit up there and spend $500 for 5 women. I'm spending $250 a piece for 2 of the top quality females in Colombia. And these women ain't got no track record of drugging or thugging or none of that because they're used to being around money. And they know they're going to walk away with $250, $500, $1,000. That's me. That's me. See, y'all want to consider yourself high value men, but y'all know what Kevin would have did if he was here. He would be around high value women. You know, if Kevin was in Medellin, we need to do that video. What if Kevin Samuels was in Medellin, Colombia? You think Kevin Samuels would be in fucking Parque Yeras? Come on, let's be real. We need to do that video. What if Kevin Samuels was in Medellin? You think Kevin Samuels will be in Parque Yeras? Or Kevin Samuels will have top-notch call girls? That's what I thought. You think Kevin Samuels will be getting caught up in somebody's house party? To all my white brothers out there that be coming to Medellin throwing them house parties and still be with them same dingy chicks that coming from Parque Yeras anyway? No. Kevin would have made sure what steps he could have taken to make sure that he got call girls. And there are websites out there in Colombia for call girls. These are the top of the best women. Physically, they are the best of the best. Their skills are the best of the best. and you feel safe around them, and they give you the true girlfriend experience that you used to get when guys were here 10, 15 years ago and get the girlfriend experience on a regular basis. Now, the best of the best give you a girlfriend experience. That's Andre. If I'm going to be here 5 days and I must have sex, I'm going to a brothel, strip club, or call girl. I am not one of them dudes to be on the streets picking up no bitch from the streets. Y'all crazy as hell. And I'm not about to pick up a chick from no cell phone. No. And we are not going back to my Airbnb. No. All these hotels around here in Colombia, I keep trying to mention to you guys, there are hotels in Colombia that are set up for 1 hour to 4 hours because Colombians cheat so much that it is an industry. I'm going to say this again. 63% of Colombian men and women cheat. 63% of Colombian men and women cheat. It is an industry down here. People are making real money by providing what's needed for Colombianos to make it a lot easier for them to get away with the cheat game. And they have hotels that are literally dedicated to cheating, and you can't get out. If you go in as a couple, you have to come out as a couple. She can't come out by herself. I was driving past one of the spots yesterday with my partner. I said, remember I was telling you how those hotels that look like storage units? And he was like, yeah. I said, that's one right there. He said, oh, shoot, Dre. He said, they do look like storage units. They look just like a row of storage units, and you pull your vehicle right up in there, and they let the garage down behind you. And you think that somebody pulled up into a little small storage garage, and all of a sudden open up, and it's this big, gigantic, romantic hotel room. And nobody can get in, and nobody can get out unless you come in and out as a couple. But y'all want lemonade. Right? Y'all want everything. You want to prop your feet up, get lemonade. In other words, the easy route to be in Medellin or Cartagena or Cali. You want it with ease, right? Ease costs. You guys are getting what you pay for. We say this in the States, right? This is one of our montages. I mean, one of our mottos. What do we say? We can put that on a billboard. You get what you pay for. If you get a street chick, what the hell you think you're going to get back? If you get a woman that has no quality about her, what do you think you're going to get back? Bruh, just like Kevin Samuels, if it were me in the States and I was paying for play, I'm going call girl. I ain't going to even lie to you. And there's some fine call girl websites in the States. Take it from your boy. Take it from your boy. Take it from your boy. And there's some nice ones down here in Colombia. Take it from your boy. Take it from your boy. But y'all don't want to put in that 15 seconds of work going online, pulling up the website, setting everything up, and get everything in order. You want lemonade. You want your situation to just add water. You just want to walk out the club in Cartagena, walk to the other side of the clock tower. She got a fat booty. She got a fat booty. Y'all come with me. A lot of times that works. No problem. But the gamble of it not working, it's not worth it. I'd rather pay the extra money to get me a call girl. Fuck that. Y'all could talk about me all day long, man. See, you funny style. I ain't paying that type of money for no woman. Even if it was in the States, I wasn't paying $500 for no coochie. You're not paying for the coochie. That's the problem with broke-minded people. You're not paying for the coochie. You're paying for the protection and the safety. You're paying for the quality of sex that she can give you. This ain't no what if she can satisfy a man. These women are trained and master the Shaolin Temple art of providing and satisfying dudes. But you guys, go ahead. Y'all keep on getting what you pay for and stop bitching about it. I'm going to say this again. You get what you pay for. Stop bitching about it. We're men. And I can say that to men because we're built for life not being fair. We're built for this. So at the end of the day, if it were me, D, good question, good statement, that's how I would do it. Strip club, brothel, call girl. Fuck the streets, fuck the apps, and fuck my boys most of all. Because my boys, what they gonna do? They go into the streets, or they're gonna meet some pay for play in the club. Broke niggas do that. Dudes that you want to be called high quality, high value. And this is the funny part. Some of you guys that get off the plane, you got money. And you still fuck with street broke chicks. That's the part that get me the most. Some of you dudes know that you are high six. Come on, let's be real. You are high six, mid six, low six, 7-figure dudes. And you will take your ass down to Cartagena and have your happy ass right up under that clock tower with the rest of them broke ass dudes that only make $30,000, $40,000 a year. If you was $40,000 a year, I got you. I understand. But you ain't even broke like that. You can get this as a business tax write-off, and you ain't got a call girl. You ain't got one of the top shelf cover supermodel looking chicks to ride you that night. Are you crazy? You ain't going to the brothels and getting with the chick there and then exchange it, because you can exchange with numbers with them all day long and say, baby, that was so good. When you get off work, I'm trying to see you for all-nighter. I have yet to hear a dude say, I got me a girl from the brothel, I took her to my spot, and she robbed me. You know why? Because she know you know where she work. Not one time have I heard a dude get robbed by a chick from the brothels. You already had intimacy with her, so y'all both know each other's bodies. You exchange her with numbers with her, and you sit back and say, listen, you know that tall black chick that was here, that's in y'all group? Do me a favor. I give you an extra $50, and I'll pay her if you bring her. So I want you to come tonight and bring that tall black chick that work with you, and I give you an extra $50 for bringing her, and I'll pay her. See, y'all got money. You ex-military dudes that become, how the fuck you ex-military, 100% disability, tax-free, just in case us mere mortals don't remember that. All you dudes that's got 100% disability military, that means that you get tax-free money. And you want to take your ass to a clock tower? You want to be you get what you pay for, brothers. And that's even in the States. And let's go back to these state situations. Look, hit my brother up. He says, shout out to you, brother, with the $5. He said, what's good, King? He said, do you have videos showing how to get out of the rat race? Support from Saginaw, Michigan. I'm the Michigan boys. I don't have a SAG one, but I got a Detroit one.
You better back the fuck up out my face, goddammit. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Don't play with me.
We'll do that right now. Step one. And I think I did this last week. When it comes to getting out of the rat race in the United States. Now, your definition of getting out of the rat race, are you looking to relocate, or are you trying to get out the rat race and still be in the States? You have to answer that question for me. Getting out of the rat race usually means that I'm going to start my business. First thing that you're going to be doing, no matter what, if you're going to be relocating or you're going to stay in the States, you have to create an online presence. I don't care if you start writing courses, selling books. I don't care if you're doing AI, IT. I don't care what you're doing. You have to create an online presence. You have to get into digital marketing or cybersecurity. I don't care what it is. Do something that's online. I don't care if you're doing like Gary Vee. Gary Vee became famous because the first thing that he did, he said, Dad, we got this liquor store. We sell wine. Why don't we sell wine online? And his dad was like, what's this online thing you're speaking of, son? He said, Dad, we can sell wines online from the liquor store. He said, I could do YouTube videos talking about wine and people could just order wine from us. Fast forward, he's a multi-millionaire. You're talking about the same Gary Vee that's on Instagram all the time. Regular dude created an online presence before he was even on YouTube. He was just basically doing clips here for Instagram, clips there, talking about wine. You have to create an online presence or get an online job that hires. I don't care if it's customer service. I don't care if it's IT. I don't care if it's whatever it may be, whatever career field it may be. There are so many jobs that are hiring online right now, even if you have to get 2 jobs online to get out of the rat race of what's taking place with going to a tangible job as far as brick and mortar. Getting up in the morning and driving to a job. That's what I would be first step. Second step, if you're going to relocate to another country, here's what you need to do. Find out which country you're going to go to. You got to start making some trips. Get your passport, and start making some trips to decide on which country you're going to be going to. What city are you going to? What side? Here's the steps. What country? What city? What side of the city? Here in Cali, some guys are Southsiders. They love the South Side. I'm a Northsider because everything is in walking distance. Like Andrea just left. She's going out to, have Mother's Day brunch with the ladies, her aunties and everybody else. They're having a Mother's Day brunch. So what do I do? If I'm on the South Side, I'm stuck in the house. Why? Because very little is in walking distance on the South Side. But out here out north, everything is in walking distance. I can hang out with you guys all day long. Why? Because if you guys on the north side, we all can walk to wherever we get into. It's really, everything's that close. So you're going to have to decide on what side of the city. Then, now you know what country, now you know what city, now you know what side of a city. Why? Because you've taken at least 3 trips to that location. So now, while you're back in the States, you're focusing on getting out of the rat race by creating an online presence. And you start traveling because now you're trying to decide on what country it is. Or countries, plural, because I'm going to let you guys know something. As men with passports, we hold no allegiance to one country. I'm going to say that again. You be like looking at Zoom or like Tailor Made Dreams. Y'all thought Tailor Made Dreams going to be in DR forever. He ain't living there now. So we hold no allegiance to just one country. You may be in a country for 4 or 5 years and decide, hey, let me go to another country while I'm visiting all these other countries. So you have that option. But the first steps that I would make is I would do whatever it takes to get, if you're going to do online work, as far as like cybersecurity, any IT, start getting your certifications. Catch up with guys like Theo Waff. Catch up with guys like Theo, man. And y'all can email Theo at TheoWaff, WAF, @gmail.com. Email Theo. Hey, Theo, I'm trying to get into your next cybersecurity classes, your next IT classes. I'm trying to get all certifications I can. I need your advice on this. How do I get experience? Dudes, take your time and get it all set up. Give yourself an expiration date. That's another step. A lot of you guys haven't moved out the States because you don't have an expiration date. I'll do it next year. I'll do it next year. Now it's been 7 next years. When you first decided to move out of the United States, it's been 7 years. You really wanted to do it in 3, but you didn't give yourself an expiration date. I gave myself the expiration date of November 2019. I started this journey of wanting to move to Colombia right around 2016, early 2017. So it took me about 3 years, a little under 3 years. Be ready for that. Don't rush it. Tell yourself it may take 3 to 5 years. It may take just 2 years, depending on how your money is looking and what your online presence or online goals are. What I ended up doing, I'll never forget this. Because I set an expiration date, I told my coworker, my partner, I said, man, I'm out of here November 2019. He said, you gone for real? I'm like, yeah, I'm gone. Because he saw me taking these trips, 4 or 5 trips, 6, 7 trips a year to Colombia, as well as other countries. He said, you out of here for real? So I'm out of here for real. Guess what happened? Right around, I'll never forget, right around September of 2019, I start playing mind games with myself. I said, you know what? If I stay until January, I could pick up another $15,000 if I just stay to January instead of November. So October comes. My coworker looks at me. He said, Dre, aren't you moving next month? Nah, man. I'm gonna go ahead and push you back to January, bro. Make another 15. He said, man, and he literally said this. He said, Dre, if you don't get your ass up out of here, as much as you've been 2 years, I've been listening to you talk about Colombia. 2 years you've been flying to Colombia. You got your apartment already down there. You got your furniture already down there. Half your clothes is already down there, Andre. You got your girl down there. Everything that you need is already in Colombia. You ain't got nothing up here in the States except a few little clothes that's left. Everything that you got left is either been given away or sold or in storage. You ain't got nothing left. Man, if you don't get your ass up out of here, talking about January. And I left. November 26th was the day that I moved officially to Colombia, even though I already had this apartment. 6 months later, COVID hit. Give yourself an expiration date and stick to it. So some of y'all might be, you know what, November 2025, I'm out of here. Some of you guys might be, you know, hey, I got my shorties to raise. I got another 10 years. You know, my son will be going to college in about a good 10, 12 years. When he get deep into college, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Give yourself an expiration date. I know dudes that had 7 years. My man Love, Purpose, and Passports. Him and his wife in DR, great couple. I'm going to get them on the show too. Great couple. 7 years. He was going back and forth to DR and they were building their relationship. Good, great couple. 7 years before he officially was able to be in the position to live in DR full time with the person that's now his wife. Great couple. I know other guys that took 5 years, 6 years. I know you want to leave tomorrow. But most of us can't leave tomorrow, even those who got money. You may have family responsibilities, things like that. So that's what I would do. I kid you not. Those will be my steps that I would take. First of all, give myself an online presence or online job, online career that I could take anywhere in the world with me. Secondly, I would start deciding on which country I want to go to. Thirdly, now I found me a country or a couple of countries. What city am I going to live in? What side of the city am I going to live in? And then lastly, give myself an expiration date when I'm going to leave the United States or UK, and then start working towards that. Every inch of every moment of time is focusing on that goal. Every dollar that you make is focusing on that goal. Go on monk mode. Fuck them bitches in the United States. Or do like I did before I went on monk mode in the States. Get you one chick and tell her the truth. You guys have heard me tell this story 100 times. What did I do? Before I went on monk mode, and I didn't know Andre yet, all of us know monk mode means that you just take your sex life outside the United States. While you're in the States, you're focusing on making money. You ain't smashing nothing in the States. But when you leave the States, you smashing everything you can when you leave the States. That's monk mode. You treat the United States like a corporation, not a country. You make your money in the United States, and that's what you're doing. That's monk mode. So, but before I went on monk mode and before I met Andrea, I had this chick, I kid you not, and I told her the truth. I said, I'm leaving, moving to Colombia. I said, you come over to my place twice a week. I said, what's your favorite music? She said, old school R&B. I said, what's your favorite drink? She said, I like wines. I said, I'll have 2 bottles of your favorite wine here. I have old school R&B playing for you. This was a white girl too. I have old school R&B playing for you. She was fine. I said, I'll smash you, give you all the orgasms you want on Wednesday and Friday. I said, you'll never have to worry about another woman. I'm not with a bunch of women. I say, like I just said, I'm leaving this country. I say, you ain't got no man and no plan. I ain't got nobody else that I'm gonna be dealing with. I say, if you are cool with that. Now, mind you, I will never be your man. I literally said this. I would never be your man. I'll never meet your pastor. I might meet your daughter one day because I might come over there and smash you at your place every once in a while. I'll never meet your family members. We will never go out on a date. We'll never be seen in public together. And not because she wasn't sexy. I didn't want to give her any hope of thinking that I wasn't moving to Colombia. See, I was protecting her from herself. So in order to keep her from having hope, we weren't going to be doing this dating thing. I'm not going to be meeting no pastors. We're not going to no museum. I remember a couple of times she was testing it. Hey, Dre, what are you doing? Nothing. You want to go to a museum with me? Nah. Then 6 months later, hey, Dre, what are you doing? What? I'll take you out to dinner. I'll pay for everything. Soft guy era. Nah, baby, we good. I stuck to my guns. Then I went on monk mode. She got pissed. Why? She wasn't getting the Wednesday and Friday dick no more. I'm on monk mode, and then a few months later, I meet Andre, right? But guess who was on my team and still on my team to this day? The woman in the States that I was honest with. When I decided to go on monk mode and I had sold everything, and I was like, man, I don't want to just leave my car in my apartment complex. Guess whose garage where I was leaving my car? Because I had sold my house, so I had an apartment, a 1-bedroom apartment. Guess who would let me leave my car in the garage, in her garage, even though she had a new man? And I mean, a cool dude, too. The chick I was honest with. The chick who I told I'm moving out this country. So even if you can't, you know, your body telling you, hey, bruh, I don't think we're ready for monk mode like that. Get you 1 or 2 chicks that you are 1,000% honest with. And I'm going to tell you something in all sincerity. You know why she was giving me the coochie? Because I didn't lie to her. And I stuck to my guns. I'll say that again. The reason why that sister, why that white girl trusted me, because she realized Andre laid all the cards on. Dude, you know how much. Whoo! You guys in the comment section, put a 1 in the comment section if you got some coochie from being. I'm put a 1 in. Goddamn, put a 1 in the comment section. Put a 1 in the comment section for all you dudes that got coochie for being honest. When you discovered being honest with chicks was getting you some coochie. All that running game and lying, put a 1 in the comment section if you're a dude that you discovered that all I had to do was be honest and they gave me the coochie just because I was honest. Even you were stunned, like, she gonna give me the coochie anyway? You mean I didn't have to lie? Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. That honesty, man, that's money. And no, that's currency. Man, that being honest with chicks, bruh, for all you dudes that's still young and you lying to women, bruh, you could have got that coochie and still told the truth. You could have got that coochie and thank you guys. I still see the ones coming through. You could have got that coochie and still told the truth. It's amazing. Boy, when I discovered the fine Shaolin temple art of telling the truth to chicks, bruh, I didn't know how easy it was to get the coochie. And they will tell you, I gave it to you because you didn't take away my choice to say yes or no. I was going to give you the coochie anyway. And since you didn't lie, here's my coochie. Man, when I found out all I had to do was be honest, man, all that talking about running game and the dating coaches, man, damn that. All you got to do is be honest with a woman. Man, it will amaze you. All you do is just lying and you players, you got a side chick. Dude, be honest with the side chick. She ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. Be honest with her. You gonna be my side chick. You ain't gonna get I'll never leave my wife. I got 2 kids. I will leave you the day that you sit back and you start causing problems. I'll never cause problems in your life. I'll never call you at a time that's inappropriate. I know you got dudes that you might still be interested in. If ever a day that you tell me that you don't want to be with me because you're trying to find somebody to love, I will understand that. I respect that. And watch how fast she opened her legs for you because you was honest. Some of you dudes got sad chicks and she don't know nothing about your wife. Shit, it wouldn't be me. Man, please. Wouldn't be me. Sad chick would know everything that she need to know. She won't know everything, but she'll know everything that she needs to know. Man, it would amaze you how many women will be your sad chick if you just be honest. If you just be, bruh. I'm fighting them off. I ain't even out there in them streets like that. I'm in Colombia fighting them off. If I'm fighting them off and I ain't in the streets like that, my Spanish is trash. I ain't even in the streets like that. And I get hit up on. You need a side chick? What the? Nah, mama, I'm good. Let me know. That's Colombia. Like I said, 63%. Don't let them be married too. I need a side dude. You need a side chick. I'm married. You're married. And I can't lie, as a man, I'm going to tell y'all something honest. The reason why I'm proud of myself that I'm not out there cheating, because A, my uncle know me. He know how I used to be. And B, I get tempted like you guys get tempted. And I've won the victory. See, it's easy to sit back and say, yeah, I never get tempted. I love my wife so much. Bullshit. I get some of the prettiest coochie I have ever seen in my life in my face. Some of the most roundest basketball perfect booties I have ever seen. Deep dish dimples or a cleft. Green eyes, hazel eyes in my face. And I'd be like, ooh, girl. No, thank you. That's why I'm proud of myself. Not due to the fact that it's so easy, but the fact that it's not fair. I'm being good now. And life ain't supposed to be fair. So yeah, guys, I kid you not. Be honest. Your last step that I suggested I would make is be honest. If you're still going to be smashing chicks in the States, what's the most they can say? Well, I decided I'm just going to move on. Okay, cool. The next chick, be honest with her. I'm telling you, bruh. If you want to see some pussies get wet fast, honesty. That honesty, bruh, will get coochies moist like crazy. Okay. You know who mastered the art of honesty? Ninjas. Ninjas be with some of the hottest chicks. You be like, how the fuck she with that skinny, bony, 19 tattoo having, what? With the nose ring, the dude got a nose ring and all. What? How the hell? She's sexy than the mother. He looked like a Martian. How she with this nigga? Why? Because them ninjas don't care. Ninjas like, listen, I'm still smashing my baby mama and I'm smashing you what? You gonna be with me or what? And they will still be with them ninjas. And us dudes that got class about ourselves, be sitting up there like Martin, scratching the back of our heads like, how the fuck? That ninja got the Asian too with the chick in the neighborhood. The one Asian chick in the neighborhood with a big booty. And you be scratching your head like, how the these ninjas be? Because these ninjas come across with a form of honesty. Yeah. I'm fucking other chicks. Now, what? Like Tyrese said in Baby Boy, I don't know why I do it, but I do it. But I love you. Like Eddie Murphy said, with her, that was just a fuck. It was a fuck. But I love you, girl. You be wondering why. That's what it is. Ninjas gives no fucks. I don't think ninjas know to give a fuck, but they just don't. He's smashing her. He got 9 baby mamas and don't care. It will have a photo. Hey, how many times we've seen ninjas with a group photo of all 5 baby mamas and all 7 kids because one of them had a twin, with 2 of them with a couple sets of twins. We sit up there with all 7 kids, all the baby mama, all in one photo. Shout to Lil Wayne. That's right. Be honest, bruh. If you're relocating to another country, man, that's your trump card. That's your trump card. But some of y'all dudes too scared because we've been lying to women so long that I hear what Dre's saying, but I see all those ones in the comments, but man, I've been lying to chicks so long, man. I don't think chicks gonna believe the truth. Man, lying worked for me too good. If it ain't broke, I ain't gonna fix it. I'm gonna keep on lying to these bitches. Go ahead, bro. You leave the United States with that type of karma on your back. I left the United States with honesty on my back. And could none of them chicks in the United States be pissed off at me? Every chick was happy for me. Why? Because when I left, it was no lies detected. Kid you not. Bullshit you not. When I went on monk mode, no lies detected. Wasn't nobody getting this dick. No sex at all in the States. Now, once I left, that's once I would leave the States on vacation and then go back. That's one thing. Because when I leave, like I said, I was still coming down here to Colombia like 4 or 5 times a year. So during that time period, I'm having my fun in Colombia. But once I get back to the States, I'm grinding. I'm focused on that money. I'm getting the fuck up out this country. I'm getting out the United States. I ain't got no time to be smashing chicks and try to make money. No. I'm out. I'm out. Fuck you hoes. I'm focused. And the one chick I was honest with. And if I had to be honest with 2 chicks, I'd have been honest with 2 chicks. Same story, 100%. And I kid you not, bro. Anytime even before think about moving to Colombia, when I discovered honesty and started giving chicks honesty, bruh. And I understand, Ronald, some dudes aren't, they just aren't used to being honest with women. But I'm telling you, bruh, that honesty is like a superpower, man. You start telling chicks, y'all, man, your ego go up. Listen, I'm here for the fuck. I can't believe you talk to me like that. Girl, stop. Get your ass in that bedroom and let's rock. I kid you not. I wish I could pretend and say that it's something else. That honesty, bruh. That freaking honesty, man. That is a weapon that a lot of dudes don't know about. Shout out to my man, Florida man. I love the name. I'm loving the name. Florida man. He said, I agree with the brother. He said, route for a 5-day vacation, on route for a 5-day vacation. But how do you find those brothels? This is a good topic here. First of all, get into the WhatsApp groups of whatever city that is. Like Medellin got WhatsApp groups. They got Facebook groups. Also, most of the good brothels, they're online. Dude, when I came to Medellin looking for brothels and was looking for some good strip clubs, I didn't remember. I came down here. Ace only had 200 subscribers. So I wasn't hitting up Ace for something like that. Like, hey, bro, I'm coming down. You know what some good brothels are, bro? No. I couldn't talk to that brother like I didn't know him like that yet. So what I did, I went online. At that time period, I was in the swinger world. So I'm used to being around a bunch of women. And I was like, well, let me find out about, because I didn't know the city. So I'm not going to be walking around the street of Medellin, a whole new city in a whole new country, trying to come up on some Colombian coochie. I say, let me hit up some brothels and some strip clubs. And you find some of the best ones like True Life in Medellin. Shout out to True Life. Right there online. Some of you guys don't do the research. Okay. You guys, how many of you guys have heard me say the story of what brought me to Cali? At that time period, going on at least Colombian Cupid was cool. It was still safe, right? I will always go Colombian Cupid. Colombian Cupid has a section called Beauty of the Week. So they'll have like 2,000-3,000 women that are the most beautiful ones that everybody hit up throughout the week. And I kept on seeing Cali show up on the map. And I always wanted to come to Cali anyway because I enjoy salsa music even when I was in the States. So I was like, dang, Cali got women like that? They got all these sisters like that? What? Mind you, I just said I was in the swinger world back then, right? In Florida. So I go online. What is the swinger capital of Colombia? Seeing Cali, Colombia pop up with all these swinger spots. Really? And so I scooped my little happy butt. I was on one of my trips to Medellin, but I was like, I'm gonna break this trip up, and I scooped my happy butt on down to Cali. I'm about to go to some of these swinger spots. Man, how come on that first trip, on my first day, I meet Andrea? Dream deferred. I never to this day have made it to one swinger club here in Cali. None of them. And Cali got, dude, think about it. All them fine ass Colombians y'all get. Think about if you could smash about a good 50, 60 of them. If you built like me, and you about that, I know some of you dudes ain't gonna say it, I'll say it. So at the end of the day, you know, you like, okay, cool. I'm going down there, and I'll be down with think about being in the swinger world with Colombians, Venezuelans, Asian chicks, Middle Eastern chicks here in Cali, Colombia. And I never made it. I never made it to one of the spots. The rest of my trip, me and Andrea was hanging out during the whole trip. She was showing me around Cali, different spots, and the swinger part just kind of like slowly but surely drifted away. And I never made it to the swinger clubs. So if you're looking for the brothels, just go online and look them up. Best brothels in Medellin, Colombia. Best brothels in Cartagena, Colombia. And you'll see the reviews. You see all of that. Shout out to True Life. Yeah. Shout out to you, brother, for the question as well. He said this is a good topic here. Shout out to my man Donnie Nunn in the building. Shout out to you for being here. He said, can't believe many guys go to Colombia and get with streetwalkers. They do, man. And I ain't got nothing against the streetwalkers. Get your money, ladies. And I ain't got nothing against guys that deal with streetwalkers. Get your money, fellas. But at the end, you know what's so funny? We glorify streetwalkers in other countries. I'm gonna say that again. We glorify streetwalkers in other countries. I'm gonna come back to you, brother. But when it comes to somebody leaning over our car in the States, hey, baby, what do you want? $10 for a blowjob. We look at it as gross in the United States. Like back alley, like a streetwalker. She could be on drugs. She could, like somebody actually setting their body on the streets, like walking. Look, is this Oakland? What the? Are we in Bmore? What the? We just look at it like it's gross in the States. Like, no, not on the streets, girl. Get a life. What are you, a runaway or something? What the? And then we come to Colombia and can't wait to get to a clock tower. Can't wait to get to Parque Yeras and pull up on something. It's the same streetwalkers. Fellas, what's my point? Just like in the States, so it is around the world. You get what you pay for with everything, guys. Everything. The call girls in Colombia, they may have maybe 2 clients a week that they've been dealing with on a regular basis for 4 years. The streetwalker, she getting 2 clients every 3, 4, 5 hours. That coochie getting ran through. Let's say she just get 2 clients a day. She getting ran through. There is no elasticity to that coochie. It's been ran through. Butthole about as big as the sun. You get what you pay for, bruh. I'm one of them dudes, I kid y'all not, in all honesty. I'm paying extra. So you would never, if I was single, you would never see me at a clock tower. Get the fuck out of here. I'm paying extra. You dang right. I'm paying extra. I'm either going to be at the brothel, the strip club, or I'm paying for me a call girl. Yes, I am. Ain't no freaking way you're going to see me in a club picking up some pay-for-play chick and bring her back to my spot. Ain't nobody coming back to my spot. I know partners, man, that actually have a spot on this floor, and then they have a hotel, another spot on the floor underneath them. Why? Hotel rooms and Airbnbs are so inexpensive in Colombia that you can get you one that is the one that you really like. That's the one that's $60, $70, $80, $100 a night. But then you get right up under it or right next door to it is one for $50 or $20 a night. You got the $20 a night to smash chicks in there. Ain't none of your stuff off in there. You ain't got no suitcase off in there, no computers, no nothing. Your real spot is the building next door or the apartment over. But y'all ain't thinking like that. Y'all cheap. And you get what you pay for. I wish I could say it any other way, but that's what you're getting. He said, I wouldn't even do this in the States. There we go. He said, now call girls. He said, call girls and clean brothels. Yes, sir. He said, I understand, but avoid brothels in Eastern Europe. That's OVO. That's obvious. Yes. That's a given. Ugh. Yes, sir. He's absolutely correct. Shout out to you, Donnie. Thanks for the $10 love. He's 100% correct. Other parts of the world, you might not want to do brothels. But like I said, I'm a call girl type dude. I'm willing to put that extra money into it. You dudes, y'all cheap. Y'all be getting some of the nastiest that I've never seen. She cute. No, she ain't. The ones that be drugging y'all, they don't be that hot. Every once in a while, it's a hot chick that be drugging dudes. Most of the time, hell no. Hell no, man. Okay. I bet you she ain't cuter than the call girls. Bet that. Bet you don't feel safer than when you at a brothel. Bet that. All right. Like we were just looking at on the video. On the video, we were looking at Americans getting drugged and robbed in America. I put all those clips together, back to back to back to back stories of the same thing is happening in the United States. So for all you critics that want to criticize Colombia, Negro, please. Please. I found that video too, guys, that I was telling you about. We're going to go to that video real quick of the female drugging the dude. This is a recent video. I don't know where it is. I don't know if it's it looked like it's in the States, but it could
down
be.
For y'all. Look at Bridget right there.
Watch this.
Put something in Jerry's drink while her pretty friend distracts Jerry because Jerry's a sucker for a pretty face. And you see, she tried to push him to drink right here. I slowed it down for you. Right here. I slowed it down. Right here. I slowed it down for y'all. Right here. I slowed it down for y'all. Look at right here. I slowed it down. Right here. I slowed it down for y'all. Right here. I slowed it down for y'all. Look at Bridget right there. Put something in Jerry's drink.
Look at Bridget. Put something right in that drink, right in front of his face while he's laughing. I'm going to show this video again. One time I want you to look at her and her movements. The second time I'm going to show it, I'm going to go back. I want you to look at his movements. Literally in front of his face, because all she knows, all I got to do is just give him 15 minutes of girlfriend experience, meaning laugh at his joke, make him feel good, let him feel comfortable. And once he lets his guards down in front of his face, the girlfriend hadn't even leaned over to distract him yet, in front of his face. So one time we're going to look at this, looking at her. The next time we're going to look at this, we're going to look at him.
Right here. I slowed it down for y'all. Look at Bridget right there. Put something in Jerry's drink while her pretty friend distracts Jerry because Jerry's a sucker for a pretty face. And you see, she tried to push him to drink it. Look at that. Look at that. They go to the block. Jerry distracted.
Laughing at the girl.
He didn't see it. Bridget like, here, Jerry, here's your drink. See?
Here's your drink,
See?
Jerry.
All right, y'all.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? I don't know if that was the States. I don't know. It looked like stateside. Those look like stateside women. Let's go back to that. In all sincerity. That doesn't look like Colombia. They don't dress like Colombians, do they? That hairstyle with colors in it. I mean, that blonde hairstyle. You don't see too many blonde Afro-Colombians down here. You see some, but not too many.
Right here. I slowed it down for y'all. Look at Bridget right there. Putting something in Jerry's drink while her pretty friend distracts Jerry because Jerry's a sucker for a pretty face. And you see, she tried to push him to drink it. Look.
No, that's stateside. Because that looked like he got a jacket on and a scully. Where in Colombia are you going to wear a scully? Where you going to wear a skull cap in Colombia? That's stateside, somebody getting got. So when you guys sit up here and come to talking about Colombia and y'all want to cry about Colombia, they doing y'all, getting y'all in the States. Y'all going out to the clubs in the States getting got.
Look at that. Look at that. They go to the block. Jerry distracted. He didn't see it. Bridget like, here, Jerry, here's your drink.
Jerry got on the skull cap, guys. Ain't nobody wearing skull cap in Colombia. It's too damn hot. And he got the earrings on. Ain't nobody wearing no diamond earrings in Colombia.
See? All right, y'all.
Now we go back to our original video.
But when he finally did give in and took that sip, he was almost immediately knocked out, and cops say that's when the suspects cleaned him out.
Now, as I mentioned before, it is not just South America where things are taking place. North America, it is very common. Remember, Cardi B was saying in an interview, or when she was saying on Instagram, that she used to drug guys when she was a stripper. Don't think that it ended with Cardi B. Remember, J-Lo did that movie Hustlers about her and the Asian girl that portrayed the true story of an Asian girl in Vegas that actually used to rob guys, very rich guys. They used to just drug them and rob them. It is so common in the United States that they made a movie about it. So that means not only be careful when you're traveling when it comes to these women, but also be careful in the United States. Here's the kicker, or here's the difference between the United States that get you guys caught up when you come to Colombia. I don't know about other countries, but I can tell you the mistake that you're making here. You think that Colombia is a hookup culture like the United States, and the women are taking advantage of that. I'm going to say that again. You believe that just like United States, you can meet a woman that night, you can meet that woman that afternoon, and you don't even have to know her name barely or remember her name. And the next thing you know, you guys are in a bed or in a bathroom or wherever it may be, you're in your car and you're being intimate. And so you assume that that's how it is around the world. And these women take advantage of that. So the three types of women that you're going to meet that's going to take advantage of that, we're going to unravel this, is party girls. They're the ladies of the night that go out club and the parties. Yes, they do all the drugs and everything, and they get drunk with the best of them. They're the party girls. Yes, you can get them in bed the first night, no matter where you go in the world. Number two, numero dos, type of women that you're going to meet, pay for play, or the ladies of the night, the ladies that work in the brothels or the ladies that work on the streets. Those ladies, yes, you're paying them. You can get them the first night. But the women that keep getting you guys and really get you guys in trouble, and some of you guys going home in a body bag, is due to the fact that the scammers, number three, they're out to take everything that you have, not just a few dollars. So at the end of the day, these women all know, the party girl, the pay for play, and the scammer know that most American men have been raised in a one-night stand environment. So if you're raised in that type of environment where you're used to getting quick sex and immediate sex, and then you come to these countries that are not hookup cultures, I repeat, Colombia is not a hookup culture. The average Colombian woman is not going to sleep with you the first night. If you think that's what's going to happen, I don't care if you're a white dude, I don't care if you're a black dude, I don't care if you are another Latin dude. Colombian women who are not party girls, who are not pay for play, and are not scammers will not sleep with you on the first night if you haven't already built some type of rapport with them prior to coming to the country.
So factually, that's something that is also happening there, but it's not public because if you live there and it happened to you there, you don't want your family to know that somebody robbed you because you were about to have sex and they put drugs on you, right? So I would say it's an issue. It shouldn't be happening here because it should be like a safe place for tourists. I don't know what would be the solution for it, honestly, because it's mostly based on social media. Because I guarantee you live here. If you go to the Jettas Park and you get a girl from there, there is like low cases that it can happen because those girls, they work there. They are seen every day. If you point at them or take a picture to Parque Lleras, they're probably gonna be, oh, I know her or I know where she lives. But they get on dating apps. Nobody knows them. You don't have really a registration of them. Nobody can give you like a refer of her. So they doing that and they disappear. And who's gonna find her? They're using like fake IDs, fake names. They even use wigs. It's complicated.
So what do other Colombians in your social circle say, or what do they, believe? What do they think about the prevalence of the foreigners being drugged? Because I've seen some online forums where like Colombians are cheering every time there's a gringo dead, and it's, it kind of makes it. It's like an us versus them thing at that point,
No, I honestly, if you go to the expats group in Medellin that join them, and you will see the amount of expats that live here that are American, European, that they don't want to hang around gringos or even environments where there is gringos. And yeah, I screenshots of them saying it publicly on those groups. When even there is an event or something like, I'm not coming because I know there's going to be gringos there and stuff. Gringos living here. So if they are.
That's me. It's a few stateside dudes. Many of you brothers, I'm cool with. I'll hang out with you guys anytime you come down. But most of the time, I'm avoiding stateside. She's right. There are us gringos that don't like to be around gringos. I'm 100% correct. I can attest to that. I can validate that to be 100% true. Let's go back to the video.
Expat community is against certain things. You can only imagine how the locals are. And about the solution for what's happening, I don't really know because it's complicated. It's based on dating apps and then how you control that. I think if you know there is an issue, a social issue, I think what is less is for each individual to be, to be aware of what is happening and then to take action based in what they know. Okay, there is going on, then why are you taking these women to your bed if you don't really know her,
Right.
And I'm not saying there isn't an issue because I know people are going to come, oh, but she's not. No, there is an issue, clearly. Those women are doing this, clearly. I'm not saying it's gringos' fault because everybody has the right to date and to invite somebody that they like over to the place. But if you know there is an issue, then act based on that. Not that papaya, somebody just say it there.
Right, don't give papaya.
I think anytime you have a tourist-centered city, you're always gonna.
We're gonna pause it right there for a split second. Let's get to you guys super chats. Shout out to Raya in the building. He said Dre dropping facts as usual. He said a lot of brothers get a cheap Airbnb for a smash spot. Dude, let's say you get got. Let's say she sprinkle your drink. You know that once you wake up 9 hours later, you're going to be groggy. You're going to go to the hospital. A, your passport is not missing. B, that little change that you had in your pocket, that might be missing, but you ain't carrying all your money with you anyway because you got your other spot. Your computer's not missing. Your clothes aren't missing. All your credit cards are missing. You might have one credit card missing because you brought one credit card with you, but the rest of them are back at your spot. You got to have a back cave, gentlemen. I'm going to say this again. That's another thing that I would do personally. Man, brother taught me that early. He told me that earlier. He had been coming to Medellin for a while. Get you a bat cave. See, some of y'all have y'all Wayne Manor, and you bring the women to Wayne Manor. No. You take them chicks to the bat cave. You smash them in the bat cave. Wayne Manor belonged to you and Alfred, the butler, Batman. That's who Wayne Manor, in other words, your main Airbnb, your main hotel. But like I said, they've got the spots down here that you can go to for 4 hours. But my bad. Y'all like to have the overnight experience. I don't know where that bullshit came from. Paying for pussy to stay overnight. What? Bitch, no, baby. I've smashed. Yes, I did. You gotta go. Shower up. You got to go. You ain't go, bruh. Y'all paying for the hours that she's sleeping. You literally, when you're overnighting, you smash her, right? You might smash her again. It might be 4 o'clock in the morning. Those 3, 4 hours, 5 hours that she's sleeping, y'all don't wake up till like 10, 11 o'clock that she's sleeping. Bruh, you literally are paying for hours for her to sleep. Because you pay extra. You pay extra for sleepovers. The prices are not the same for sleepovers. You are literally paying for her to sleep over. Snoring and farting and snoring in your 22-inch mattress at the hotel or at the Airbnb. She ain't never slept on a 22-inch mattress. Y'all doing the bass backwards, I swear. It is not that hard. It is not that hard to come to Colombia, have fun with the ladies, and go back home. Y'all making it harder than what it is. All this. Okay. He said my date was always left her ID at the hotel desk. Paola just said they're getting fake IDs all day long. I remember when I was a kid, you get a fake ID. You ain't turned 21 yet. You 17. Man, you know how many fake IDs I got made in the States? It was easy. It wasn't like I had to hunt around, and I was getting fake IDs like I could get a comic book in the United States. It was not that hard in Detroit back in the day. It was literally storefronts that sold fake IDs, and the government wasn't kicking in doors, none of that stuff like in the movies or something. You knew they were fake IDs. We knew chicks that was trying to get in the clubs with fake IDs and dudes was trying to get in the clubs with fake IDs. They still do it to this day. College students do it all the time. How much more in other countries they have access to people to make fake IDs too? I'm not saying that, something wrong with your date or your lady friend. I'm not saying you specifically, Charles. I'm just saying that guys, look out, be wise. Be wise. And like she said, they can wear wigs that's not even their hair color or their hair length. It could be the same color, but it's not their hair length. They could wear a wig that have their hair a little shorter than what it actually is or a little longer than what it actually is. Be careful out there. Shout out to Mad Dollars being in the building. And I saw Real Brother in there. Shout out to Real Brother, man. Salute to you, Dre. The Canadian Toronto boys at it again. Let me get the Canadian boys at it.
Where I was from. He said, "Oh, Canada."
Yeah, let's get back to the video. Shout out to Mad Dollars in the building.
I have people that try to take advantage of the tourists. That's anywhere you go.
Yeah.
New York, Miami, LA, Chicago, wherever you go. So I'm from New Orleans, so it's the same way. Like when I go back to New Orleans, if I don't know the latest, lingo and places to go, things to do, people look at me like I'm a foreigner too. So right. I get that part.
That's the end of it right there, the end of the video. And basically, we have to come to a conclusion. Nobody is going to protest on our behalf. Yeah, Jay Anders say, I'm paying extra. That's me. I'm not even shy about it. I'm paying extra. I swear I'm paying extra. Y'all can go ahead and have them chicks off the streets. Get the fuck out of here. They fine, they sexy. Man, I walk right past them like a dude. I'm so used to walking past hot chicks in the state on monk mode that it was easy when I got to South America walking past hot chicks. Why? Monk mode. Monk mode had already taught me how to walk past a beautiful woman. If I walk past a few that they have in the States, I can walk past many in this other country or countries. I could do it in Brazil. Yes, even in Brazil. Dude, I'm not. If y'all only knew what type of world I came from, being in the swinger world with hot chicks in the swinger world, not no old people swinger. Man, I'm not thirsty like that for chicks. I've never been that dude anyway. So at the end of the day, man, I kid you not. And I'm like, I'm just like Jay said. He said, and I'll talk with a regular chick, the combo. While you're dealing with the brothel or the call girl or a stripper, you dealing with the regular chicks. That's exactly how you do it. He say, nobody's thirsty in Colombia. Lots to go around. Absolutely. So much to go around, Green. So many women to go around. You guys are 100% correct. Shout out to my man DJ in the building. He said, great information here. He said, I'm set for the consultation later this evening. All right, cool. I got you up there on the whiteboard. Got you up there on the right board. So I'm ready for this evening as well. But yeah. Man, David says, when you're not thirsty for women, gravitate to you more. That's true. That's universal. That's universal. So you guys are absolutely correct in regards to that, man. But dudes just have to just take their time. It's not going to change. The people who are drugging people are not going to change. If Colombians pick it, they're going to pick it for Colombians to be protected before they pick it for foreigners to be protected when it comes to this drugging. And I'm going to tell you something else. If they end the drugging and dating apps fall by the wayside, they will find a new way to convince men to do stupid shit. Doesn't matter. Throughout the history of time, from the era of Troy with the Trojan horse, all the way that men have, all throughout the Bible, King David did stupid stuff over a woman. It's just throughout history, men have always done stupid shit over a woman. And throughout history, the rest of us have laughed at your ass. Yes, historically, you're going to get laughed at. Don't think this is the first generation of men that's going to get laughed at by dudes like me. I am not the first generation that find the hilarity in that moment. I'm going to laugh at your ass. Throughout history, other men have been laughing at your ass because what you did was just so basically blatant, dishonest with yourself. You just said, fuck what my thoughts are. You told yourself, like, I can overcome my own thoughts. Swipe. My thoughts are telling me don't do this. Swipe. I've watched all the DC Rob videos. Swipe. Fuck what I'm talking about. I'm going to get me a Colombiana. Swipe. And you think we ain't supposed to laugh at you out talking you? Man, shoot, I'm laughing. But dudes have died, and I almost died that one time. Dre, if I was in front of you, you wouldn't laugh, bruh. You better ask my boys who I've spoken with that have gotten drugged what my reaction was. Hilarity. We grown men now. It ain't like we 21, 22. It ain't like you a young dude. It ain't like you under 30. You a grown man. And if you getting got in your 40s, 50s, you think I ain't gonna laugh at a grown-ass man that's supposed to know better by now? You 42 and you just got drugged for 9 hours? You just waking up? You think I'm not about to laugh at your ass when you knew better? That's what I'm laughing at, because I know that you knew better. You knew better. It's amazing how y'all act like y'all can remember all the research that you did when it's time to come to Colombia, but you all of a sudden want to act crazy like you didn't see the research from DC Rob and Razor Rays and Love Crossing Borders. All of a sudden, you ain't see our videos, but you saw all the videos that they had out there, how to get to a club, how to get to a restaurant, how to get you this, do that in South America. Then all of a sudden, you want to pretend like you didn't see none of those videos DC Rob gave you. None of those videos that Razor Ray gave you in interviews. You ain't see no Obi-Land videos. You ain't see none of our videos. You just want to come here and pretend like you ain't see none of those videos, but you only saw Colombian videos when it came to party and restaurants and all that. You must think I'm Tom Tucker, that dumb motherfucker. I know that you just ignored our videos. Cameras off. You told us, fuck you. I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to still swipe. I've been swiping for 7 years since I've been here. You know how many dudes I know that have been here 6-7 years and got this past year? I'm going to say that again. Do you know how many dudes I personally know that have been here for one of my closest partners? Come to think of it, this dude was 6 years. He's been here as long as I have. 2 years ago, got. Met the chick online. Chick didn't get him. This is the other one, guys. The chick didn't drug him day one. She strung him along to when she needed the money. Remember what I mentioned to you guys. When do Colombians start celebrating Christmas? September 1st. Y'all think this is a game? Colombians start celebrating Christmas for real, starting September 1st till January 6th, Three Kings Day. Starting September 1st, watch how y'all phones blow up. Watch the price of pay for play go up. Y'all think I'm playing? Watch the price of pay for play go up after September 1st. Watch how many females that you ain't talked to in South America, especially in Colombia, for months, all of a sudden start blowing up your little phone, your little WhatsApp. September 1st, that's when the hustle starts, because they're trying to get as much Christmas money as possible. And then, bam, dudes start getting got. Now, I've been putting out this warning. Andre had been putting out this warning about September 1st for the last 3 years. You guys see, it's like y'all taking all the other information, but when we say September 1st, start watching your back. Ain't nobody hear us. And when do most dudes get robbed and most dudes get deleted? Right after September, just like last year. Most of the dudes that came up floating was right around September. And the closer it got to December, more dudes got deleted in Medellin, didn't they? The closer toward December, more dudes got deleted. Yeah, that K-Pena. Yep. Oh, man, you funny. That's a good one, T-Back. Yeah, that's serious, man. That is serious. He said, Matt Dollar says, she played the long game. She did. She did play the long game. Yep. And because of that, you crazy, T-Back. And because of that, she drugged him. I think it was 2 months after they were hanging out. He said, Dre, and I thought this sister was cool too. And I looked at him and I said, I kid you not. I looked at him and I said, we were ordering food. We're looking at the menus. And I said, I could see you getting drugged. And I started laughing. He was like, oh man, Dre. I was like, oh man, my ass, man. I said, man, I know how you move. I say, man, you like to go on the east side of Cali. I said, man, you think I didn't think you was gonna get drugged? I said, man, I'm surprised that it's just happening. I say, I'm surprised that you got away with 4 years without getting drugged. And you wanna mad at me because I want to laugh. Don't be mad at me. You better take these jokes and run with them. Yeah, man, I kid you not. Kid you not. Yeah, man. But let me let you guys go. I got to get ready for a couple of consultations today. Starting my man, Mr. Davis, is going to be one of them. But yeah, man, shout out to you guys, man. I'm glad that you guys were here with me for the last 3 hours. We got 127 people in the building. Click that like button. I like you. Make sure you like us too. At the top of the comment section, make sure you guys join the Passport Bro app. It's absolutely free to join. That is a great tool to use if you're trying to find out where the brothels are in Medellin. Because it's an app, guys can be straightforward. They ain't got to worry about being censored on YouTube or censored on another platform. It's brothers from all over the world, especially in Colombia, on one app. And them brothers, they didn't got no cut. They will tell you and give you the address to where to go. They don't have no cut in that group. And that's a good thing. That's a real good thing. So any question that you ask, don't feel free to ask them, because the brothers are feeling free to share that information. And that's, once again, that's the Passport Bro app. The link is at the top along with our Patreon link. Shout out to you guys that have joined the Patreon this past week. I appreciate you guys. I really do. I'm up out of here. And I had the new drop that I had created for the outro, but I couldn't find the right music. So I'm still going to be searching music for that drop. I'm going to be using it probably this Sunday. But I'm up out of here, guys. But we'll just use the classic drop. That's what we'll do. We use a classic one. Let's go here, and let's use this one.
Baby, tan lejos y tan cerca, como enero y diciembre. Es que parcha teniendo la misma mente. Tu bebé ponte bien suelta, que sé cómo tú te sientes. Con las ganas de ser mala y decente. En la madrugada te encanta, cuando el bebé tuyo a ti te canta. En la madrugada te encanta, eres exótica como Fanta. En la madrugada, tú conmigo baby toda la noche. Sé que estás traga, yo también espero que se note. Yeah, baby, presiento que tú eres lo llamado felicidad, que hasta la cama la ponemos a temblar. Tus padres hablan, pero no saben nada más. Lo que tú sientes conmigo, la adrenalina baby dándote casico, yeah. Y pues baby pa' que sigo, si no escuchan lo que digo, es de nosotros saber cómo va mi amor, tocándonos y sernos de la madrugada. Te encanta cuando el bebé tuyo a ti te canta. En la madrugada te encanta, eres exótica como Fanta. En la madrugada, tú conmigo baby toda la noche. Sé que estás traga, yo también espero que se note, yeah. Y espero que se note, vale mucho más que los lingotes. Somos la bichote y el bichote, esto es reggaetón puro. Perreamos duro y down, se nota que estoy tragado. Lo vi venir, por ahí más o menos a las 12. Hay que vivir, hay que sentir, que tú me revives con tu roce, yeah. Baby, cada noche, yeah. Al amanecer, yeah. Baby, cada noche, baby, tan lejos y tan cerca, como enero y diciembre. Es que parcha teniendo la misma mente. Tu bebé ponte bien suelta, que sé cómo tú te sientes.